but we're already 5 minutes late.
I've already done the it's already recording the delay stream
Uh,
stuff.
uh, ah!
But think about it, we gotta count down from 300.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Why
Also, we're
not?
live.
Are we live?
Yes.
Oh shit. Hi. Welcome to Sam Raimi presents the Whisperwood campaign.
What?
Yeah. Special guest star Sam Raimi joining us today.
Who the fuck are you talking about?
I don't fucking know. I know he's a guy that exists,
Fantastic.
but who the hell are you?
I am Shoko. I play Felix, also nicknamed Tick.
Oh my god, I got a notification of a stream. Wonder what stream that is.
Funny.
Remember to like and subscribe.
Don't
Boom.
chill for me, you little shit.
Don't subscribe, or I will go to your house and do nothing, but you know.
Make sure to ring that bell.
They will stare at you through the walls.
So anyways, who got a notification about a stream?
It was me, Kenshi. I play Juniper, the cat barbarian.
A godless heathen. Speaking of God.
Segway.
Hi, I'm Blossom. I play Rosa, the Tempest Domain cleric. All praise be to my Lord and Savior who brings me supple supplies of food.
Speaking of
That was
food,
the segue for you, Fiery.
Hello, I am Soup. I intend to get the soup. Soup.
Soup?
Sorry, we dropped the ball a little. We can pick it back up. Come on, keep on rolling.
and I am your humble. You know what? I'm not humble today. I'm pretty fucking great today. I'm your pretty fucking great DM. So, who wants to do the recap of what happened last time?
Last time on... I don't really know what the hell we're calling this as a whole, but last time on this shit.
Furry D&D.
Whisperwood, yeah.
Last time on Furry Fighters D&D.
Oh, my little doesn't have the DM thing. I just realized.
We ran into the woods, found a bunch of mutilated corpses, killed the zombies in the most intact way possible, brought the zombies back, gave them back to the morgue, got paid, and didn't get caught, to the best of our knowledge.
Yeah, you guys discovered that necromancy in this world has accidentally just been invented.
Yes.
Some of you
I mean, it might have been invoked
about
elsewhere.
it because in this world it is kind of an this is inventing the zombie genre, for the first ever time. This was like Frankenstein.
Oh, wait,
movie,
what slightly off-brand name for zombies do we have to use? Are we using like walkers or
Just
what?
undead.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that exists. So that is something, it is horrifying in this world. It's not like something that's a common thing. This is the first time any of you have ever heard of something like that happening. But
yeah, Felix is still trying to grapple with the revelation of that whole thing. Also, I need to change.
And yeah, you guys got paid.
Swoosh.
And yeah. I forget the name of the guy, but now you know that there's a relatively accomplished wizard in town. And you guys went to the church, you fell asleep, and yeah.
Wow.
You guys are now waking up in the morning. And now it's time to decide what you want to do for the day. Do you want to go back to job board? Do you want to maybe move to the next town?
Hi, sorry, just turned my ears back on.
Maybe you guys want to go back to Rodentia.
No.
Fuck no.
No.
Fucking reason. Or maybe you want to check out the Connie Connie Nation.
The turtle. Let's sacrifice the turtle, man.
Funny.
When you guys wake up, Snap is not there. You don't know where he
The
wandered
rats
off
must have
to,
gotten
but
him.
he's not here.
Grandpa ran off again.
Yeah, well, the rats must have gotten him. Nothing we can do for him now.
Soup will
Oh.
fill the void of music with his own.
Oh yeah, no, we're missing our bar. No, we're missing our bar.
Yeah,
yeah,
Void will no
Jasmine.
longer be coming into the campaign. We're gonna have his character putz around just in case he's able to make it back.
We're missing our bard. I feel this loss of music hits much greater than the loss of the turtle.
We always learn
Oh,
music.
God damn it.
Soup is proficient
In the way of the musics, he will be able to supply cities.
I'm not sure if we want
It's
to.
just maracas made out of soup cans.
Oh my god, I need those.
Can he also wait? You can do
I
that.
soup
You
You-
can
you
also
also
put-
make,
musical proficiency with drums.
I mean, you can.
I was gonna say you can
If
make
you
a set
wanna
of drums out of
change-
soup cans.
You can also like make the maracas by putting like pebbles in soup cans.
Yeah,
You could.
Exactly.
I will allow it.
And I have my proficiency because I'm good at drums already.
Trash.
But
Anything's-
yeah,
What other instruments could he make? If you
I could make a new set of drums.
you
I could
could,
make a guitar if I
You-
get the
it would
metal
take a-
thin enough.
it would take a bit of forging, but you could make a flute.
Oh my god.
Yeah, like any
Out
of
of
the
soup
like
cans.
windpipe instrument
I mean,
thingies, like
Soup can
clarinet and stuff.
forge. This was established last time.
Yeah, but can you
Oh.
forge that small? Is the main.
It's a lot of delicate work.
concern. Yeah.
Soup just requires dirt. He will
I
make mold out of it.
Sure.
Okay, let's go.
That
with
totally
then,
works.
buddy.
Yeah, we'll make a thing and then he'll just hollow it out.
but yeah, I would. What do you guys want to do today? Do you want to move on from town? Do you want to, you
I mean-
know, stay in town? Maybe go back to job board. Maybe harass.
I'm gonna pull up the
mortician?
two flyer. Did I keep those flyers? I'm gonna go. I don't think I kept those flyers, but I'm going to. Let's
You
see.
guys want to go back to the job board, or
I can see if they posted anything new.
Hmm.
Sure.
if that's what the group wants to do? So yeah, you
Mhm.
does anyone make any donations to the church or anything while they're
Oh yes,
They-
5 gold pieces.
Trash.
they did put you up for the night, so you know I just wanted to ask.
Oh,
if
yeah.
anyone wants to donation.
How much money
Okay,
do
but-
I have?
It's fine. I'll pay for it. 5 gold pieces for everybody.
I will donate, since there's only 4 of us, 1 pound of the 5 pounds of fly meat.
Oh yeah, that would be like pretty good meat to just like donate, huh?
Yeah. 1 pound of it of the 5, and that way we can have a proper meal of just that tonight. So that way we're not spending money on food.
So
True,
you
true.
guys make your way over to the job board. While you walk up, you see this like very brawny rabbit rip off one and like kind of toss it away, and he like looks over to like this frog girl who and this older frog woman and just kind of sighs and says, "Coming, dear," and looks very sad and just kind of sulks away.
Huh?
Well, that has nothing to do with us. I'm gonna look
Uh,
to see if that bakery job is still on the board.
I'm gonna see like what
that is-
flyer he tore away.
It's you pick it up and you realize it's the one of the guy wanting the illness to not hang out with their mother-in-law.
Oh.
It was real.
Oh my god, is that the fucker?
Yeah.
Oh my god!
Poor guy.
And if a frog could look like a Karen, yeah, that's the mother-in-law. Like just excessive makeup, kind of like pin up. And he's just like looking down and realizing, man, I gotta deal with this for like several days.
Hmm.
But there's actually a few new posters as well that are kind of sitting at the top as well.
I'll look at them.
You don't need to make any checks or anything. There's 3 posters, that are of note. Obviously, this is like the town job board, so things come and go every day. But 3 kind of stand out a bit. The first one is a caravan job that takes you out of the city.
Where to?
It brings you guys south through Toadstool Crossing and into Boggerberg. And it's basically a lot of trade goods going down, and they just want security, and they're willing to pay 10 gold a head, plus food and supplies. The second one is just a general advertisement reminding people that the riverboat company is always hiring the extra security if you're interested in that. And this one, make a history check, Sue. And
my
and if anyone else is looking, they can make a history check as well.
I mean, I'm still technically looking at the board, but I'm also looking for like
Of course, I couldn't get the second one.
baker job or the true love job.
Is anyone else looking at these new posters?
I'm not looking at the new ones. I need to go for a quick second.
Okay. You said you were Felix?
Mm.
You actually
Damn.
have advantage with this.
Oh.
Because this originates from your homeland.
Oh?
You recognize this. You see that it's an open recruitment poster for the Stinkerton Detective Agency. With that history check, you all kind of know what the Stinkertons are. They're a, in quotes, private detective agency, end quotes.
Do I think positive or negative of them?
That's up to you. You know that they, in Caneth, your homeland, you know that in the world of politics, blackmail, bribery, and manipulation is the hallmarks of politics in Caneth. A lot of rich people wanting different things. So they want those things no matter the price. So, if they can't buy someone out, blackmail's the next best thing. You also know that they have interactions, with different labor unions.
I don't think I like them. I am a very honor-bound and straightforward, I believe in honesty and stuff, and, they sound shady.
Yeah, they don't have the best reputation, but if you need something done in certain categories, odds are you had the money for it, you can pretty much count on the Stinkertons. If you have a union that's trying to form in your factory, call on Stinkertons. Some guy isn't backing a bill you want passed, call the Stinkertons.
You want to strong arm somebody.
Yeah. I mean, if you're like a rich guy wanting to find out where his estranged daughter is, Stinkerton. It's not all bad, but a lot of the
They'll do anything.
work of the Stinkertons is blackmail and dealing with labor unions.
Yeah, you see, I consider that being dishonorable. You'll just do anything for coin kind of shtick rather than, having at least some morals.
Alright, I'm back, sorry.
You know they're not entirely popular in Caneth.
Alright, give me a small rundown. What was about, sorry?
I'm
talking about a mob.
It's not a mob.
Join the mob.
Basically,
PI.
It's a Stinkerton Detective Agency.
It's officially labeled as a private detective agency. It's actually a mob.
It's basically this world's equivalent to the Pinkertons.
I got the pun.
I don't know what the Pinkertons are.
The mafia.
It's
a mafia.
Hasbro once spelled them on so many activities and
basically a mafia.
cards too early. Or not Magic the Gathering cards too early to forcefully take them back.
Yeah.
What?
Real shady shit.
They're hired They're real life D&T mercenaries that have no morals.
Yeah, so like I said, I don't like them. They have no morals.
Yeah.
But yeah, there's that. There's the trading caravan that's going to be moving south, and there's also the riverboat, and there's also a bunch of other jobs. Like there's the bakery job. The
Hold
true
on,
love job is still on the board.
what is
is
about the Stinkertons exactly?
It's just like open recruitment. It
Hmm.
seems like they're opening a new branch nearby.
Hmm.
Is it the free gold still up on the board?
Yes.
It's a cop.
Hmm. I'm just like staring at this Stinkerton flyer, like.
Fair. So would we like to get out of town and follow the caravan quest, or?
That sounds
Who's
like
the
it might be a
caravan
good
quest
idea.
for?
It's just a
Merchants or whatever?
Yeah, it's just merchants.
Is there any for the boat company?
Yes. It's just there's nothing really. Roll a history check with advantage because otter.
Otter and the boat company.
Yeah.
God, that's not great.
The-
I can't really
Wow, it's
remember at the
actually
moment.
really, really interesting. But man, this like you should notice, but you're really enamored by this bread. Like
It's just
bread
I'm
job.
sure we'll learn
free
later.
bread. It's free bread with
Free bread.
magical effects.
But yeah, you don't. You're like, yeah, that, but this bread job, this fucking bread.
Soup can provide you with the magic loaf if you so require.
Magical sparkling bread.
Soup will add a pound of glitter to the ingredients.
Nothing can go wrong from that. Oh, hey, the boat job. But bread.
So, there is,
I'm very hungry. It's time for breakfast. Let's go eat.
so I guess you guys just take mental notes of what you saw here, and are you guys pulling breakfast out of your pack, or are you guys going to a place?
If we all go to the market, I can get a good few more ingredients, both to stock up for nice food on our travels and use up that fly meat.
Works for me.
Yeah.
So you guys are going to the
Market.
Okay. There's actually a good amount of like, there's like standard stalls and everything. So if you can like think of like foodstuffs you want, you can find them. But there's
Is
also
salt commonly available,
um,
or is it more of a commodity?
I would say in this region it'd be more available because you guys are right by the quote sea unquote.
Quote unquote sea?
Yes. For normal people, it's a lake, a saltwater lake.
Yeah, a pond
You
or a
guys-
lake for us is massive still.
Alright. God damn it.
All right, how much would be a quote thing of salt, and how much like uses of that would that be?
Well, how much salt do you want?
Let's go with a pound of salt because we're not going to use a full pound of salt for one thing.
A pound of salt.
Yeah, a pound of salt would go ages.
Yeah,
A
like
pound of salt would be 1 silver.
also consider that like a pound of salt isn't necessarily going to last us ages because when it comes to this day and age, we're not going to have like fridges readily available, so we're going to have to salt things more than
We are going to have to
did.
salt and cure the meats and stuff, but like
That's if you don't get them pre-salted.
that's true. But like meat that we collect, we're going to
My
have
job
to salt
here
and
is
cure,
to be able to
cure
forage
ourselves.
and make stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it's still a pound of salt and it'll last fucking forever.
All right. And is sugar commonly available, and or honey commonly available?
Honey is easily enough available. It's a very common crop, like livestock crop. That you can get relatively easy, depending on how much you want.
Oh right,
mean-
bees are fucking animals here.
I mean, to be fair, when it
Well, no,
comes,
bees are still insects. They're not like sentient
Not.
people.
I
But
meant livestock.
yeah,
like, to be fair, like, honey probably is gonna go a long ways, because um,
The bugs are big.
bugs are big. B, you don't have to kill them necessarily for honey. You just have to harvest their thing every once in a while, like pretty
Oh god,
frequently.
bees would be a fucking horrific and dangerous thing if you're not careful with them, though, to fucking have as livestock.
Are they massive or are they like tiny? Like in
Yeah.
domesticated
Oh,
bees are tiny.
Oh, okay. They're like also big bees then? Like the fly was big?
Get history check. I'm sorry, nature check.
Alright.
That sounds
Behold,
terrifying.
The wild bee. It's the size of a goddamn grizzly bear.
Natural one, so.
Yeah, no, they get pretty fucking big.
Comparatively, it's basically a human to a full-grown grizzly bear.
Would that sound about right, Jaster?
Yeah, about that.
Alright. I mean, they'd be
They're
fluffy.
not they're not extremely common. They're they're usually deep in the forest.
Now I want a
but-
bee mount. Or a wasp, maybe. Or a moth. Is there big moths?
Well, the thing is they aren't gonna be like horses. They're gonna be more of like getting like a random animal to use as a mount. Like,
I really need to like sit down and figure out what animals equate to what insects.
Alright.
We should do a
It-
whole thing with that.
Would you consider there being both like mount-sized moths and them to be somewhat tameable, even if hard?
I would say
Empty
it's
in their
rare to
moths.
find a giant moth, but they certainly exist.
I want a moth. That's my
Behold,
goal.
the giant moth.
That's my end goal. If you're
They
ever
were
trying.
often hunted for their cocoons, so a lot of them don't make it to adulthood.
Poor silk moths.
Hmm.
But yeah, back to the session.
Yeah, how
but
much
yeah,
is
how
like a
much-
thing of honey? Like a
like
pound of honey.
a jar, a pound of honey, I'll say is like 2 silver.
Yeah, we'll just go with like a jar and then.
Yeah. And it's like it's big too.
What was that?
It's like a big one too. Probably
Alright.
it's probably more like a pound and a half.
Jar honey, and after that just flour and some sort of flour and potatoes. Let's go with that.
So flour and potatoes easy enough. I'll say for a pound each, it's gonna be silver each.
Okay, I get 1 pound of each then.
And that's probably overpaying it, so I'll have to look into that later.
imagine like
So
honey
we're paying
glazed.
so far 5 silver for everything.
I'm paying for it all.
But
I'm the one
as
with
you're
the massive
walking, you do
backpack.
see a
sorry.
decent amount of like different breakfast cuisines that are very local to the area. Like think of like New Orleans style food like beignets, French toast. There's also like general things like there's like a guy making waffles in like a cart. There's also like a guy like stirring a pot of cornmeal mush.
Mhm.
A lot of Cajun style food breakfast materials.
Does anyone want their own thing, or should we just prepare a nice hefty stew that we can eat over the next few days?
I just,
Soup.
mhm.
Doop.
Actually, you think that the cornmeal mush is a form of soup? One that you may
Soup.
not have tried before.
What is stew if not chunky soup?
I mean, kinda, yeah.
Also generally slow. It's generally a little bit more slow cooked on stew though too. I think. Right?
I'm aware, but for simplicity's sake, and to trick
Yeah.
the Superman, it is a soup. Because I'm not sure soup eats much except for soup.
Soup has a vast diet of soups: tomato soup, corn soup, clam chowder, soup. Sometimes he eats the can for iron.
Well, are you ready for
also-
fly, onion, and potato stew?
Hell yeah.
There's a grand variety of soups. Potato soup, chili. I like a good bowl of chili. I'm getting off track.
So where are you going to prepare this meal?
Do we have cooking stuff? Do we have
I
cooking
have cook
equipment?
supplies and everything.
Yeah, but where are you going to cook it?
We could go to like the edge of town.
Okay. I was about to say, if you did it in the middle of the street, a guard's gonna come up and be like,
Bro, what
"What
the
you
fuck?
doing?"
So yeah, what's a reasonable amount of like ingredients to throw into this? All right. How long of a stew? It'd be excessive to put 4 whole pounds of meat into a stew. So
I mean, we're running a
Say,
big
like-
excessive stew, ain't we?
yeah, fair. That needs to get used up anyways. We can just heat it up each morning and night and eat from it.
I mean, in general, you just want to keep it heated up.
Well, it's still fine if it's not constantly heated up for like a day. If it's in like an enclosed pot and it's gonna be filled with a bunch of salt too.
Mm. Yeah.
It's not like it's gonna last multiple days, but it could last a couple days in feeding us wholly.
Yeah.
I mean, keep in mind, you can constantly relight it at night, and it could be like an everlasting.
Yeah, the thing is
You
with
need to keep it
everlasting,
constantly.
yeah, for everlasting stew, you have to keep it constantly heated. That's you
More
can't,
than an hour or two of downtime, like ever, is going to ruin it.
because it
Fair.
will just grow mold.
Mm.
It's like even like this, like just having a pot of stew, like more than after a day or two, it's gonna start going bad. So even then,
I mean,
Still
as
though
long
it-
as,
Hmm.
as long as you have somewhere to keep it over fire, I can just keep it constantly lit.
oh, we're gonna probably be taking a job that's gonna need us to be moving around a lot. So
Yeah, fair.
I'll say for now, 2 pounds of the fly meat. Or wait, why did I get kicked to the main menu? I'm trying to actually click the back button on my side mouse. God damn it. I'll be like using 2 pounds of fly meat, a quote unquote use of onion because that's how it was written down. A quarter of the or half of the bag of potatoes. That's like half a pound of potatoes.
Okay. Just make sure you write that down, and yeah, I mean, make a cooking tools check, and I'll say use your intelligence as a modifier.
I would say survival if that's all right.
Oh yeah, well, if you want to do survival instead, yeah.
And then cook's utensils also being. I don't know if it's fine
Yeah.
or just use wisdom instead. Your
Yeah.
choice.
Okay. Yeah, we'll just add it on. We'll do survival and then add on your cooking tools proficiency.
Alright. Do any of you else have interest in cooking to just be quote unquote helping?
Soup is interested in the way of making soup, which he's skilled at.
All right. Survival, but so it's that 17 plus an additional 2 from cook's tools proficiency. So 19.
I don't know if there's much I can do to help it.
Help action is just advantage.
Okay.
So a 90?
90.
90.
Oh yeah, I would love a 90. No.
Ah,
God,
yes, a
90, the
90.
soup
Oh my god.
duplicates.
19. So yeah, no, it tastes pretty good. Yeah, everything tastes great.
All right. How many days worth of food do you want to say? Like 2 pounds of meat and like whatever one use of like a probably like 1 or 2 big onions for like a use of onion.
I'll say it's like 2 days.
All right. Including the first use. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll write down there's one quote unquote use left. And with that there'll just be some let's say ginger tea with some honey added to it.
the best way to enjoy a tea is with honey.
Mhm.
What do you all want to do now?
Mm.
I mean, we're gonna go get that caravan job, right?
That's probably the best one, I'd say.
Soup has no objections. He received soup.
Rose, what are you thinking? Because you really wanted to do the bakery job,
Well,
and based
it would be nice.
on
Oh, was that
However-
caravan job day leaving specifically today?
it leaves, I would say right now it's like 7, 8 a.m. It leaves at noon.
Okay.
So you guys have 4 hours to maybe do another job or
How
fuck
long do you
around, do
think it would
something.
take for us to fuck around and help a guy impress a girl?
Not that long.
Because it's literally just one of us taking a fall for a guy.
What exactly
That's
does that job entail?
The guy wants to impress the girl that he has a crush on.
Hmm.
So I assume it's by means of physicality. So in which case, it would simply just being him letting get a free shot and then overplaying the fact that he beat our ass.
So it would be like doing a fisticuffs.
It's basically
but purpose-
taking a solid for a bro and letting him just hit you in the face.
Eh.
Would you like me to read it again?
Yes.
It
Yeah, I
says,
think that'll help.
"Please, I need your help to look cool in front of the love of my life, so that I can win her heart. I never could hope to win her by normal means, since I'm poor. I will give you my life savings in return. Bonus if you look scary."
Bonus if you look scary. Therefore, we have to be intimidating. And if we're intimidating, and he scares us off or beats us or whatever, bonus points for him.
Do you
Which
think
of
I look
us?
scared?
I'm not
I-
saying this is a viable strategy for a romance, but it does sound funny as hell to me.
I mean, I would think that, like, out of all of us, who would look the scariest?
I can look very scary when summoning
Uh,
lightning around
the-
me.
Scariest would probably be your local barbarian.
Let's do intimidation rules to
let's
find
all
out.
roll intimidation
Yeah!
to see who's best at being scary. It would be very funny if it was soup, though.
I'm
It
going-
would be. Let's do this. This is
The
hilarious.
thing is, to be fair, I do have a thing.
Intimidation.
I'm gonna roll intimidation, but I'm also
14.
gonna do commanding presence of when you make a intimidation performance or persuasion, you can expend a superiority die to give an additional superiority die.
Oh my god, that's funny.
so
17.
this on
Alright.
top of, I think it's a
15.
hold on, what is my
Alright, I
superiority?
assume this is like everyone like, okay, so they need someone scary. Who's the scariest out of us?
Everyone make the scariest face you can.
Yeah. I'm not rockish enough to actually want to bother using like being scary and puffing myself up just for that.
It'd be funny though. Fuck, is it a D8 for superiority die?
Yeah,
It is! Okay, there we
are.
Fighter.
Oh, I
For a
rolled a 2.
fighter, it's specific.
It's for those. It's a D8. I have it written up here. I didn't roll too well for the superiority die.
Yeah, but you still tie with fiery.
With a +6 versus a +1.
Yeah.
And a superiority dice.
Blossom roll. Kenshi, did you roll?
Yeah, I got a
Um,
14.
Actually, you know what? I
Which
will
is not.
roll. Am I what bonus would I get if I rage even if it ends like a turn after because nothing's in
I'll
actual
say you can
combat?
just add like a +2 to it,
Alright.
just so that way you don't have to gain a point. Well, it doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah, I'm gonna say like I'm gonna put that
Fiery
I didn't bother to
rolled
pretend to be
the
scary.
best, but I had the with all of my bonuses to intimidation.
Yeah.
Yeah, I wasn't giving this my all even with me raging then with that roll.
Yeah, it's
You just
very clear that
The big dog is the
the
scariest.
giant former military dog is going to be the scariest motherfucker you guys have.
No, why doesn't Soup win?
Oh, actually, I
You
forgot
look
to say,
derpy.
there's actually a fourth one. I forgot to mention this earlier. I forgot to read it on my notes. There is a fourth thing on there if you're looking at the job board again.
Yes.
It's a supply run to the local wolf tribe.
Fuck no.
Yeah, we can't take that job out of Felix's sheer hatred for the species.
Can I roll the D10?
D10 for what?
For the thingy Jaster.
I'm gonna say no because you're not there and you don't know who you're running into up there because it just says supply run to wolf tribe.
Okay.
I mean, we could.
Clearly a trap.
We.
It does have the actually Rose, since you brought it up, make a investigation check.
Okay.
I'll be right back. I'll just be a little bit.
Fuck.
That's fine. It's not hard to notice. You realize it's notarized by the local elder council.
Ah. Shit, this is a fucking government contract.
I
Too bad I
mean,
don't respect their government. I'm out.
if any of y'all want to do it, despite because I'm not entirely sure if I would be able to keep together with my previous experiences with wolves. How many of us would really need to be there for the whole intimidation thing? You know.
Realistically, one.
Yeah.
It doesn't really say a certain amount of people needed.
Yeah.
So yeah, what would you guys like to do?
I mean, we can do the transport job and just
Yeah,
get out of
we can help
town.
with the we can help with the whole love thing, and then do the transport job probably.
Yeah,
Yeah.
get out of town.
So, So what's the game plan? Are you all going to help this guy and try and help this
Well,
guy
okay,
out,
so
or are you just sending?
I believe the plan is that
Felix?
Felix is going to be our face person, the front man, if you will, and the rest of us are going to be around him, like some sort of
Well, we need to see what they actually need help with, or what they want help with too.
Yeah, we're gonna look at it, but so far we're going into a base plan here. Felix is the front man, and we're all backing him up like a bunch of fucking greasers in the fucking 1950s game. Like, you get him, Tommy.
Get
Fucking
him!
snapping and everything.
He's gotta love you, Tommy. But yeah, no. On there it says where to meet him, and he's, we'll say for sake of argument, he's in a back alley behind his house, just waiting for people to show up. So I'm assuming you go there.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's towards the edge of town, and you realize there's an increased presence round where you were last night.
Mm.
An increased presence of what? Guards, cops? What are we talking about here?
There's some police officers. But it seems to mainly be military officials.
Not our problem.
Cool.
And
We
they're
saw
bringing
nothing.
out these bags of they have these like cloth body bags that they're.
Oh yeah,
pulling out
didn't
of
we
the
find
woods.
like a bunch of like people just eviscerated? Oh, it was like
Yeah,
a rat
but-
scouting
yes.
party.
Yeah. Yes, that is what you saw last time. and it seems like they're fishing them out.
Not our problem.
Cool. Nope. We did our part.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, you eventually make your way to the house, and you see this very, very scrawny ferret, with like big like Coke bottle glasses,
Oh
and
my
like,
god, he's a nerd. I love him.
and he has a little Poindexter bow tie. He's wearing a white shirt with like khaki pants.
Oh my god, he's a
He's a
nerd. I
stereotypical
love
nerd.
him.
Jesus Christ.
It's even better.
And I'm assuming you're walking directly towards him, and he's like, Are you here for the job?"
Yes, I mentioned, yeah.
And he like adjusts his glasses, and it's like, okay. So she usually hangs out by the cafe. What I was thinking was, one of you, walk up and start, bothering her, like it, I don't know, and then I come up and say, "Hey, leave her alone," and you pretend to be scared and run away.
Are you sure you're not enough as is? I mean, if they're into how you look currently, you're cute enough for them.
Now, here's the important part. Have you talked to them before?
Too poor. She'd never like me, and he kind of kicks the ground a little bit.
Are you sure you haven't?
Okay, there are several holes in the plan, beginning with you've never actually talked to her
Yeah,
before.
I highly recommend that you actually talk to her a bit, because I will say, just telling somebody off and then being like, "So how's it going?" She's not gonna necessarily be open to conversation with someone just approaching her after somebody else just pestered her.
Oh, I don't understand how to flirt.
I mean, you don't necessarily have to flirt directly for some
How
people.
do I woo?
I mean, you gotta find somebody who likes you for you, right? That's how it would be for romance. Because if she don't like you for who you are, then it's not gonna work out regardless.
Oh, make a.
I feel like there are
persuasion
several
check.
things here. First, let's
hold
see
on.
this girl.
Hold on. What was that, Jaster?
Make a persuasion check.
Alright. Oh yeah, I forgot to tick down the superiority dice. But alright, I'm gonna do persuasion, right?
Yeah.
Alright, where is it? Where is it? There it is. I'm gonna also do the superiority die thing again. Damn, that is horrible.
But I don't know how I should approach her. I can't think of a better way than this.
How about,
Yeah.
first of all, let's go get a look at this girl. Where's she at the minute? Down at the cafe? Let's take a look at her first.
Oh,
Hey,
okay.
in general though, you know, gals love honesty. Being straight up front, that's the best way to go about it. If they don't like honesty, run the fuck away, because that is not somebody you want to be getting messed around with.
Okay.
Yeah.
And he's gonna be like, "Oh, okay," and
Trust-
he's going to like kind of awkwardly walk with you guys over to the cafe that's like 2 blocks down.
I'm
We
just
can just we don't need to approach directly at the cafe. We just need to get within viewing distance of the person. You can point her out.
All right, so you're like across the street, and he's like, "That's her," and it's like this little lizard lady. She's wearing a sundress with a little big ass hat.
Oh yeah, I will
big sun
mention
hat.
on the way towards the cafe, I'm just gonna be telling stories of like new soldiers messing around and like either hooking up or getting absolutely dicked on by like random ladies and stuff like that.
Basically, yeah, no, Jimmy married some lady from the strip club, and now he has to pay alimony.
Yeah, like stuff like that. I was just telling him stories as we go.
Yeah, so the kitten's Whiskers, he fell in love with the stripper there, and
Mhm. But then there's also then there's this guy. He met up with some chick, and they really hit it off. And as last I heard, they're happily married in a farm. And they got like a decent bee farm going north of the town I used to live in.
I remember Dale. He was so very nice.
Dale was
Good
nice,
kid.
and he found a really nice lady to hook up with.
Yeah, good kids.
So it's like a mix of bad stories and good stories, but it's still just random stories that I might be just. I am constantly just jabbering about something
Okay.
until we get there.
So yeah,
what's
you
happening?
see this.
Not much. We're just.
Checking
Well,
it.
we're mostly just. We're checking out the
You're-
target of this love confession.
You're standing across
Before
the
we
street,
approach.
and he points out the lizard lady, this like newt, who with the sundress and the big sun hat, like sunglasses, like these like shades, you know,
Mm-hmm.
attractive for a newt
Alright.
in your world.
Right. So, alright. Do you know any of her interests?
She likes to read.
Oh. Do you know what kind of books she likes to read? There's a lot of genres.
Mainly fantasy.
Ooh. Do you know any fantasy books in particular that, maybe do you like any of them, sort of thing?
I'm more into history books.
And how do you know this if you haven't spoken to her, though?
I work at the library.
So is it just something that you've seen, like, while she is checking out books, or...
Yeah, she's checked out a few books, while I was working there, and
Okay. Because another thing is like, if you approach her and start trying to be like, oh, hey, I know you like so-and-so without ever having properly met her, then, like, that's gonna come off as creepy.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, like, 100%, you definitely want to get to know each
Okay,
other.
so what might be better for you, instead of hiring a bunch of random people to try and intimidate and act tough, because let me tell you right now, if you're not actually tough and going to do a bunch of things like this constantly, don't do the tough act. It won't work.
Mm-hmm. Because, like,
Because it won't go on forever. Because eventually you will meet someone who will actually want to kick your ass for doing it.
Yeah.
no, it will be just like high school.
And being yourself is much more important.
Yeah, because you want to make sure that she likes you for you, not for something that, charade that you've been putting on. That is, because if you build your relationship on the truth, you're not going to have to worry about lies being discovered and all that. Because that's just gonna... Because once it's found out, then it's over, rather than like, oh, hey, I've been straightforward with you the entire time, there's nothing to be worried about, right?
Well, the strengths you obviously do have. If you work at the library and you've seen them around there, just...
Let's start with this. Let's start with this as a start. She shows up to the library to get books from now and then, yes?
Yeah.
Try starting just small talk with her, like if she's checking out or something.
I mean, you could also, like, do you go to this cafe that she's currently at fairly often?
Not often if I'm in the area.
Hey, but so you do go here on occasion, then you can just strike up a, oh, hey, I've seen you at the library before, or whatever. I have no idea what your name is. You introduce yourself and be like, hey, what kind of books are you into? Start going from there. Stuff like that.
Start
Make
small, simple
a-
conversation.
Make
I'll be right back,
another
sorry.
persuasion check, but this time at advantage. Because everyone seems to be helping.
Alright,
I'm so glad we got to do relationship advice simulator here.
Fuck yeah! Nat 20!
Like, yeah, you're right. This is a stupid plan. Oh,
Yeah, and now you don't have to give away your life savings.
I wanted her to like me, and I didn't think of it.
Hey,
It's okay.
I'm gonna head in there and try and talk to her.
Mhm.
Yeah, I guess wish me
Yes.
luck.
As a great
Yeah.
here, as a token of good luck, I give him a single gold coin.
Hey, get
Oh.
yourself something nice at the cafe.
Thank you. And he like.
Good day, young man. I never learned his name. I'm whispering that part to Felix.
You never asked.
Yeah, we never asked.
True.
We just was like, alright, so you're the one who's wanting to impress. Alright, here's some life lessons, young man. As I completely start telling
Here's
stories.
how you get into a good. here's going into a good, healthy relationship. What you should probably do.
Yes. Because I imagine this is someone who's like either like in high school or freshly out of high school or something like
I
that.
imagine he's too super old. Yeah.
Yeah, he's like fresh out of high school.
Yeah, so I got like probably like a decade on him, and in general, I mean, I was in the military and stuff, so I've seen shit, been through shit, so it's like, here, as someone who's experienced things, let me tell you some stories. Who knows, I might have traumatized the poor man with some of the stories.
Yeah, no,
And
he's
then
going to
shit,
meet-
he really fucked up this one thing, broke his leg in half, can never walk again.
What was that, Jaster?
Turns out after this, he goes straight to the strip club and marries a stripper and the rest of his life. But yeah, he starts like nervously walking over to the cafe. He like nervously crosses the street and walks in. Are you sticking around to watch the results?
I'm curious.
Yeah, we got nothing else to do. Yeah.
Yeah, we got 4 hours. We can creepily watch him from across the street, not meaning to be creepy, but totally creepy.
I mean, we can also still talk with each other and just kind of chill and see if it goes well or not.
Alright,
So-
I'm back. Sorry.
Welcome back. I'm just gonna be like, so guys, have I told any of y'all of the stories from like my time in the military? Because there's been some wild shit that's happened.
I've been there for some of them.
Yeah, you've been there for some. I don't think I told you the tale from Trevor. He was only there for like 2 days. Oh my goodness, that was wild. Actually, I don't. Is he alive?
What time is it
If
getting
you're
to?
looking in here, you see him walk in, and a waiter like bumps into him and spills coffee all over his white shirt.
Oh,
Oh no.
poor
We
dude.
can watch. We cannot interfere. It's out of our hands now.
And he starts like taking towels and keeps walking to the counter trying to clean up the shirt.
Oh, my sweet baby boy.
Do any what is it called? It's
I'm rolling dice in the background to determine how this goes. The first roll was a 2.
Damn.
Oh no.
Prestidigitation. That's one. Do any of y'all have that?
Let me
Actually, give me a
look.
second. I might.
This is like more of out of
Oh,
character.
I do. I have prestidigitation.
Okay.
Oh, is
Then
that a
it-
range one, or do you have to touch him?
I think it's.
It's a range. I have a range of 10 feet.
Dude,
Okay, we'd have to be
are you
in the
going
cafe.
across
We
the
could walk
street
in-
to play wingman?
No. Here. We can do it subtly. We can walk in as a group and just
And-
sit at a table, act like we're ordering food and eating at the cafe, and
Honestly-
subtly influence how this goes.
We
Like,
could get
there's
coffee.
like coffee and like cocoa drinks there as well. So
Ooh, hot chocolate.
Since you did just
Oh,
eat,
wait.
you could just get drinks.
We could get
Yes.
drinks. You know what? Let's go get some
Like a
Fine,
drinks.
I
cup
can
of
hold on
coffee.
I can have 3 of these effects at once, just to note.
I know that prestidigitation can be used to clean up stuff to an extent. Like, it takes a bit if it's a larger area and stuff, but I remember it being
You can
used.
clean a cubic meter.
Yeah,
is a term.
I can instantaneously clean it.
that's the reason why I asked about it, because I know it's a cantrip and stuff, because I remember we cleaned a house with one of our wizards or something having prestidigitation, and, like, yeah.
Can I just run over and assist him then, quick?
Like, we can, like,
No,
go.
we're all going as a group and subtly just going to sit up at the counter or something and order a cup of coffee or some shit.
And then you
And
can
then
be
just
like,
subtly influence the date to go in his favor.
let me. It's like more of like in character. It's like, oh, let's go get coffee, and then if one of y'all can, just go over like, oh hey, kind of sucks you got coffee here. Let me clean it off for you, and then if you have
It's
something.
a range of 10 feet. 10 feet's actually a bit bigger than we think.
Yeah, let's just...
Yeah.
I walk up to the man. It is okay, friend. Look into Soup's eyes. Know that it will be okay. It's cleaned.
Well, thank you.
Mm.
And he's
Soup
going,
knows you will succeed.
and it's at this point he like his name's called. You now know his name is Kindle,
Kendall.
Endel.
and he gets his drink and he starts to walk over to where the newt is. And you all get your drinks, and I'm assuming you sit down decent bit away. You can't really hear.
We're just
Huh.
watching.
I'm probably
Nothing
currently like
creepy about this at all.
I'm just like
They-
trying to order a drink. I'm like, is there anything like that? Y'all have anything that's just without chocolate whatsoever, right? Y'all got stuff like that? Yes, yes.
Yeah, yes, I have
Coffee?
a hazelnut tea.
Ooh.
I have chestnut drink. I have a pink drink.
No idea what's
What?
in it.
have
It's just
Earl
pink.
Grey. Yeah, the manager came up with it. I don't know. It's his recipe.
Okay, I think I'll go with the hazelnut tea.
Oh, okay. And like you see like them take like this big like this grinder with a hazelnut sticking out, and he like turns the crank a few times, and you see that like this fine powder comes out, and he like and it's like in this little mesh, and he takes it around, puts it over a cup, and like strains water through it and lets it steep for a little bit.
Hmm.
When you look back over, it seems like things are going all right, right?
Oh,
For
yeah.
little Kindle, they're just talking. He sits down, and they're talking away.
Oh, hell yeah. Seems like things are going well.
Soup
And
has assisted in one of the few ways he can. Soup has done well.
You have done well, Soup. Indeed.
Yay.
alright, and yeah, I guess you guys sit and drink, and you just see them talking for a good bit.
Hell yeah.
Does it seem like it's going well?
Pretty well. Very well, actually. There's
Hell
some
yeah.
like giggling. There's like some banter back and forth.
Our work here is done.
Hell yeah. Are we gonna sit and enjoy our tea and drinks and stuff? Or are we getting it to go?
I mean, aren't we getting paid for this? So shouldn't we wait for that?
I don't know. I don't know if
No.
it will.
I don't
let's
think we're
leave him
getting
be.
paid anymore.
Even if it was paying, leave him be.
Let's not take the guy's life savings, because that's exactly what he was offering here. Let's not do that.
I'm pretty sure he's like fresh out of high school. I think he's gonna need that. It's like
Fair enough.
especially because someone like him seems like he would potentially be a wizard. And last I heard, wizarding school can sometimes be a bit on the more expensive side. I don't know. It might be different here.
I know magic wasn't cheap, and I learned it through the fucking church.
I decided.
The church paid for my shit.
Yeah.
Soup does not remember how he learned magic. He does not like reading.
How did you learn it? Wait.
I looked at it for a long time. Somebody help me, and now I can't get it out of my head. It's Soup has spell stuck in brain.
Huh.
Oh, I'm sure nothing can go wrong with that.
For me, doing magic's just not my cup of tea. As I proceed to then take a sip of my cup of tea.
Soup understands your alliterations with the grammar. Soup does not appreciate them.
But let's see. In the caravan thing. Yeah. I'm gonna get out of here as soon as possible with that whole Stinkertons thing.
Fair.
I don't like them. They have no
No.
morals. They will work for anyone for any price. Take innocent lives. They don't care.
So, I'm assuming you. So you guys said you're and I'm receiving something.
A message from beyond the veil.
Or me. One of the two.
Could be anything. Ah!
Cat being gay.
So that's what you want to do, Kenchi?
Just having had it done at some point.
Okay.
If you can just DM me the result, that would do whenever I ask.
So, you guys are said you were going to head to the trading company.
Eh?
So, you none of you are locals, so it doesn't help. So
Correct.
you ask around, you go back and you realize it belongs to the Hamilton trading company. And you ask around where it is, and you get directions. It's towards the edge of town, leading to Toadstool Crossing. And yeah, you get there. It's big, not really big. It's like there's it's a big sort of yard area with like a lot of different supplies. Like there's different crates, different like some are like sheltered by like tarps and like are actually put into warehouses, but others are like kept outside. There's this big sort of bark gate, this bark fence that surrounds the perimeter of it, and you walk up to the gate. The gate is open, so you're able to walk directly to the office, um, where you find a little toad secretary, um, bit on the heavier side, but she's sitting there and like going over some paperwork, looking over schedules, and you are now in the reception area.
We're here for the escorting job.
Oh, you're here for okay. Take a seat. We'll be right out. And
Thank you.
he stands up and kind of just does a little hop to the back room. And you see like different artworks of the bog. There's like little couches you can sit on. There's a little water dispenser. You see like the occasional like intern walk past with like a stack of paperwork going up to their neck. And after about 5 minutes, the secretary comes back out. And it's like, Mr. Hamilton will see you now. 3 doors down on the right.
I'll lead the way, I guess.
I have to stay here. Just 3 doors down on the right.
3 doors down on the right?
Yes.
Alright.
Very well. Guess we go 3 doors down on the right.
Alright, and you walk into this office. You see this brown toad that's sitting. He's got like a stack of papers on both ends of the desk. One in a bin labeled "to do" and one labeled "complete." And after you walk in, a new intern comes in and like takes the complete paperwork and runs off with it. He's like, "Oh!"
Fascinating.
And there's a little placard on his desk that says Alexander Hamilton,
Oh
CEO.
my god, you didn't.
Yes. And he like puts down his little quill that he was writing with. Please have a seat.
Please tell me there are stacks of writings around him.
Stacks of what?
Writings.
There is paperwork basically surrounding him. Like there's just
Alright.
stacks and stacks of paperwork. You get the impression that this is a very busy trading company. Maybe even rivaling the riverboat company. But you're not
See,
sure
here's a
how to
problem.
Yeah, that's
He's not
our
on the water.
Yeah. Anyways, but you don't know that.
I mean, there's a river to the east.
Yes, but see, the riverboat company pretty much owns the waters. It's like the East India Company.
Yeah, pretty
But,
much.
you know, less inclined to shoot the natives.
Well,
I didn't say completely against. I just said less inclined.
Sure.
Don't you sure me, you son of a bitch.
Hmm.
But yes, so he puts down his quill and like kind of pushes aside some papers to get a better look at you, and he introduces himself. I am Alexander Hamilton, CEO of the Hamilton Training Company. You're here about the and he like sorts through different papers. The noon shipment.
Believe so.
Yes.
So it's a two-stop job. I'm not sure if you've worked with us before. Have you?
Have we?
No,
Okay. It's a
I have
two-stop
not.
job. You will be bringing supplies first to Toadstool Crossing, and then loading supplies onto a riverboat to head to Canis. But
Hmm.
you don't necessarily have to get on the boat. But if you want to go to Canis, you're more than help. Wait, hang on. And he sorts through different paperwork. Oh no, that's a 3:30 shipment. No, that shipment goes to Selvin. You know. But yeah. So basically, it's a day and a half journey. You will camp on the trail, probably about halfway to Bargerberg, and then it'll be another half day of travel after that to Bargerberg, and yeah, from there you will be paid 10 gold pieces per head.
Nice.
We will supply food and water. Make Felix, you've done jobs like this before. Make a uh history check.
Like to see if this is better or worse than previous jobs?
Yeah.
Hello, I clicked the thing. Oh.
Mm.
Okay,
We'll go
it
with
rolled
the first one.
twice. Yeah.
We'll go
18.
with the first one. The wages are a lot, like a decent bit lower than most of the other jobs you've taken, but the other jobs you've taken also haven't fed you.
Yeah. Well, that definitely makes up for the lack of food, or the lack of extra payment is made up
And
for the
usually,
food and drink.
if like this, it'd be like 20 gold pieces, like 15, 20 gold pieces, depending on what's being transported
Mm-hmm.
and what risks they believe are present. So this is a decent bit lower, but they're also feeding you.
Yeah.
What quality of food, may I ask? Is it just basic rations, or is there?
And he's like and he like sorts through like 3 different stacks. Uh, uh, ooh, actually, fresh crab.
Crab?
And anyone who's ever done jobs like this, or pretty much anyone really, realize that crab is a fucking delicacy.
It's very
Anywhere
hard to
in the
kill
Western
the
World.
great crabs.
Crabs here are about 40 feet tall.
It's like fighting an elephant.
Yes.
Except, they want to rip you in half.
God, what's this campaign's version of a Tarrasque gonna be? Is there just gonna be a normal-sized octopus, but it's a kraken?
Yes.
Stop reading my DM though.
I can't wait for the first job we take on a boat at a decently high level.
But yeah, they're gonna feed you well if they're offering crab. Like even like day-old crab, it will still fetch like probably for like a pound would still probably fetch 30 gold.
Yeah, that stuff is immediately getting salted and cured.
Just
Like if they have it for more than a day, because if it's a delicacy like that, they're making sure it's preserved.
Right. How fresh is how in the world? Like,
It came in this morning. Some guys there was apparently one that kind of watched ashore, that died. You know, some scouts were out. You know, apparently they found like a bunch of rodent scouts off there, and you know they investigated down to the river to see if they could figure out how to come in, and a giant crab washed aboard shore that something killed it. I don't know what, nor do I care. But we bought up the crab and butchered it, and
I shudder to think what did that to a crab.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yes, what indeed? Ships.
Can't you know there's a lot worse things out in the waters and in the forest than crabs.
Well, yeah, I shudder to think what was out there that did it though, because
Yeah.
it could be
We
many
were
things
out
that I
there.
do know about or don't know about.
Yeah, I mean, you know, it was still moderately warm when we got to it. So, you know, it was recent.
As far as I'm aware, crabs don't necessarily have too much of like a
Pretty wild
warm.
shit. It was recently dead. There. Are you happy?
Hey, wait a minute.
I know
Really be a
biology. I know
dick
crab
about it.
biology. I'm sorry I didn't fucking read the finer points of crab biology, Corvus.
It's
I'm
just
sorry.
they're not like a warm-blooded animal as far as I'm aware. They're more of a cold-blooded creature.
I will study the inner machinations of every animal I mention.
Are you
From
wearing
here on out.
Good.
Are you wearing crabs? Because I can give you anatomy of crab. I know that off the top of my head.
We will have to have a lecture at some point. Yeah, no, he's producing different papers, and he's like, would you still like to take the job?
Yeah.
Okay. And he like pulls out like a sheet of paper for all of you, and you know, it has you like sign the different. It's like, you know, you will not discuss the time of your departure. You will not discuss the
NDAs.
route of your departure. You know, NDAs, security agreements, insurance liability forms, next of kin, just in case something does happen.
Yeah.
Next of kin, I list my 14 adopted children.
Okay. Well, it is a security job, so obviously you do know the risk.
Mhm.
For each of you, for your next of kin, if anything were to happen, a sum of 2,000 gold will be paid to your next of kin.
Do I
And,
have family?
That's up to you.
I've kind of imagined that Felix did the whole join the military because life
Orphan.
depression.
Alright, so here's the
Because
plan. One of us
orphan.
fakes our death along the journey.
I'm just
And list the next of kin as one of the other party members.
that totally would work. It's like usually I list Rosa, but I look over at Rosa.
Listing all of my children, additionally adding Felix, then adding the rest of the party members. Soup, Juniper. I'm basically listing everyone I've ever
Alexander
adopted.
Hamilton is looking at you, and it's like it's a total sum of 2,000.
Yes, I know. These are all my children.
I'm
Okay.
gonna just.
I have quite a bit of money saved up. This will also be going into them in my will.
Okay.
I do this with all papers that regard my death, so that way I know all my children at least have some total of the money.
Okay. I mean,
I just like list Rosa and one of my best friends. It's that I worked with as a soldier.
okay.
One of your
can I
friends
need their
that's
name?
still alive.
Like I'm like, oh wait, if
My
he's
trauma
still
bonding buddy.
Yeah, it's like if he's still alive, if he's not, then I list another best friend of mine, who I know for sure is not still in the military.
Alright, just DM
It's
those,
Dale. We
names,
list Dale.
Mm-hmm.
just for, you know, future reference.
A future reference for what?
Just send me the names for future reference, so that way, whenever you guys go say it, there's a chance you might run into them.
Are you asking? Oh, wait, you just want Corvuses, or do you want me to list the actual 14 names of the otters that Rosa raised?
Alright.
Yours.
Because that would require me to actually look up the otter names of the 14
we can do
otters that
that
she
later,
raised.
because I'm not sure when or if you guys are gonna go to River Shrine, but. But yeah, I'm assuming you all fill out the paperwork.
Mhm.
Oh yeah, I did.
Fire, I'm assuming that the gold goes to your favorite soup can.
Yeah, Soup would like the gold to go into this soup can here. It will be in my back pocket should I perish. Throw me in a tree so some random adventurer can find my corpse and be happy.
Hey, Fire.
I-
To quote Demo Man, they're gonna bury what's left of you in a soup can.
Oh my god.
Alright, I've named them. Dale Bulwark is the one who's married, and then there's Terry Sticks. He's still doing random, like, security, or maybe still in the military.
Okay. Well, so I'm assuming you all hand the papers back. He's like, okay, well, and he like stamps all of them, and he like takes his tongue, wraps around the stamp, and just stamps all of them with his tongue. And he's like, all right, well, yes, you will meet them in loading bay. He shifts some papers around. Or on the west side of the facility. From there, you will head to Toadstool. You should arrive in Toadstool within. You will be riding on the carriage, so yeah, about 12 hours, and then you'll head down halfway. Yeah, just listen to the caravan master, and everything should be fine.
I did list them in reverse order of, like, listing my next of kin. I listed Terry Sticks first, because Terry is the one who first came to mind, and then Dale.
Okay.
Please.
So, I'm assuming you guys go out. You guys have about an hour before you have to regroup with the caravan. So if you guys want to maybe shop around for some gear, or maybe you just want to look around town, maybe go on a quick tour of the town, or anything like that, whatever you guys want to do for the next hour before you guys have to leave town.
I'll make sure I have good stuff for when we do, end up on the boat. Or, are we going to be going on the boat, or we're just going to be going by float?
You're not.
We're leading to a port town, essentially.
The contract. You're going to the capital, Bargerberg, which is also a port town because the Redwood Riverboat Company set up a port there. So you're gonna be dropping it off at port, and then at that point you will be paid, and then if you want to get on the boat, you can get on the boat, but at that point the contract's done.
Alright.
Can I go find like a healer to buy healing potions or something?
Yeah, sure. So you're looking for an apothecary?
Sure.
Does anyone want to go with Soup, or?
Yeah, I'll go with.
Yeah, might as well.
Nobody trusts Soup alone.
No, it's just like, it's probably a good idea to...
It's good to, in character, learn what potions are actually valued at in this world.
Fair enough.
On top of, like, in general, it's probably a good idea to bring potions with, just in case.
Okay.
So I'll probably be getting, like, one or two myself.
Alright, so, Rosa, what do you, while they're going to the apothecary, what do you want to do?
An excellent question. We have
There's a
food
local
provided
post
for us. Post office. What do I?
If
What
you
would I
want to
need?
write to any of your 14 children.
Well, they are all technically still here at River Shrine, just working about the town.
Yeah.
I shall write a singular letter to the church, because I know the church will gather up my children. basically telling them that I'm doing well. I hope to be home relatively soon. I love them all, and I wish for them all to behave.
And that I'll say you have like a stamp or something, and you just stamp it on and hand it over. And other than that, is there anything you want to do, or?
Not really. I guess I'll just walk around with the rest of them, just sitting and waiting.
So you are going to an apothecary. There's several apothecaries. There is Madame Fliza's healing emporium. There is Mr. McCorium's health emporium.
They really like
And-
their alliteration.
And then there's just a place called Dave's.
I like Dave's.
I like Dave's.
Dave?
I hope
Dave?
Dave's is a chain.
Soup? Dave?
Well, which one are you gonna go to?
Let's go to Dave's.
Let's go to Dave's.
Sure.
Dave.
That one's unique.
Dave.
Dave, 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 Dave,
There
Dave.
better be a Dave's in every city.
Yeah, they better be like a
Dave's in
chain.
every town. No idea what the hell the store's about.
I'm taking DM notes. Hang on.
It's gonna have to roll for every town if they have a Dave's.
Oh man,
Part
this
of me
place
doesn't
was
even
awesome.
care if they just end up being like a shitty chain apothecary with cheap ass stuff. It's just funny to see Dave's.
Dave's.
We know we're getting there. It's
Exactly. It's Dave's. Everyone knows Dave's.
Oh fuck.
That's right. You're stuck with us.
Fool.
Holy shit! The fucking biggest mosquito I've seen in my life just fucking flew onto my monitor. Like Jesus Christ.
Chunky boy.
Holy shit! That thing was huge. Oh, okay. Anyways. So you walk. It's just like sort of like box-looking building, like basically what you would expect in like a strip mall. And you walk in, and it's like different herbal remedies and different you know, lotions and shit. Like there's some potions, but it doesn't seem to be the main thing they sell. It seems like a lot of the stuff you're looking around is mainly like skincare treatments or like this world's equivalent to vitamin supplements.
Hey,
Um,
that's no joke.
Yeah, vitamins are important. That's why
Yeah,
you gotta
but,
step
like-
outside every once in a while, because
Yeah.
otherwise you're gonna have to take vitamin supplements. Plus, some people got like a vitamin D deficiency during the winter, and they gotta take them, or else they're gonna get mega depressed.
it seems like matters of like physical this is more like a health and wellness store rather than physical healing.
Oh my god, it's Bed Bath and Beyond, but magic potions.
There is a section dedicated to exclusively bath bombs.
Oh my god. Time
You've
to
made
blow up the
bombs
bath!
Canon. You made bath bombs canon.
I'm just going to
I'm writing
willing...
that down to bath bombs cannon.
You've done this.
You've done this to yourself. Also, they totally just blow up your bath.
Oh fuck. and like this as you're like perusing around, you see this a stoic walk up in like this corporate looking outfit, like, hi, welcome to Dave's, how can I help you?
of see if you got any like health potions and stuff in stock. You're just like generally looking around.
Oh, I do
Rose
have a
is just
few.
wandering through the aisles.
I have a few health potions, nothing major. But yeah, if you want to come up to the desk, we can see what we can do. I'm assuming you follow him.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Let me see here. And he like messes with a few bottles and everything. Okay. Let's see here. Healing.
Alright.
Bedroom
I'll be
stamina.
gone for just a second again.
No.
Sorry.
Oh, good.
Gout. Relief. No. Viagra. No.
There's Viagra.
Viagrius. Viagrius.
Health. Healing. And he's like rotating a display. So we have a few available. They are going to be 75 gold pieces each.
We're not that rich.
Yeah, no.
Make a whoever wants to, whoever's like trained in medicine.
Trained in
Or-
medicine?
Training in medicine?
Medicine? What am I thinking of?
I've got a +3 in medicine. I'm not proficient in
got a
it, but I can
+1.
try.
I have a +2.
Is
Let me roll.
anyone trained in medicine?
I got an 8. No.
I'll
And
roll.
she's trained in medicine.
Kenchi's
wait-
not here.
You can,
Oh my
Jaster can roll
God.
for Kenchi, to be fair.
I don't want to do those rolls though because because then it takes. I feel like it does bad juju to the dice roll if I do it.
Also, I rolled the funny numbers.
Alright, so we'll wait for Kenchi to come back. But yeah, you see like a bunch of different potions. And Rosa, you're kind of busy thinking about like different like ointments and treatments for like skin, like fur care and stuff like that. Because you're getting up there in years. But you still want to look young.
Yeah, Dave's is a great place
Stuff
for
like
that.
that. And Fiery, you're thinking about like what kind of in a store like this where like they have healing salves and everything. You're thinking about what kind of wonderful soup could they have here.
Forbidden
Soup.
soup.
Forbidden soup.
But yeah, no, they're saying like 75 for a potion of healing.
What is the cost of it usually in other places?
Make a history check.
Alright.
Alright, sorry, I'm back again.
Kenshi, make a medicine check. You're the only one trained in medicine.
Okay.
I got a 12.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna at least know the rough guesstimation of prices, I would think.
20. For a total of 24.
They told the party that a simple potion of healing was 75 gold pieces. Would you now realize it's highway robbery?
How much would just the most basic potion of healing actually be then? Generally.
From what you can tell, it's about that. Like on the if it was handmade in house and not like mass produced, it's like 50 gold pieces. Mass produced stuff is kind of lower quality and bad tasting, but it's usually costs about 30 gold pieces. So this is highway robbery what they're selling here.
I suggest we check the other stores.
Damn.
If we want to get potions at least.
Other stuff can always be good to check out here, huh, though?
Can I help interest you in a Dave's membership though?
No.
Soup
I mean,
does not wish to be a member of Dave. Soup wishes to be Soup.
but we have monthly coupons and reward points.
Does it involve soup?
Medicine can be a kind of soup.
Soup does not wish for the bad tummy medicine to become soup. You, sir, you should go.
Damn!
And then he just leaves. Soup just fucking walks out.
Damn!
And this is
Tell him how it
and this
is.
And this is like a
It's just an
16-year-old
innocent kid. It's just an
Oh,
innocent
it's a
kid
kid.
just
I didn't
doing
even
their
realize. I thought
job.
we were talking
and
so
he's
he was like 20.
No,
Mistake.
I'm not gonna lie,
I didn't
it
know.
sounds too much like, because I remember when trying to apply at a Sam's Club, they're like, okay, part of the job description is you have to sell certain amounts of membership. That is part of your quota as a job, your job. And it's like, what?
Alright. Do we have enough time to check out any other potion, like
Yeah,
apothecary?
you were only in there for like maybe 5 minutes.
Okay.
So do you want to go to Miss Flies's or Mr. McGorium's?
Mr. McGorium sounds interesting.
Yeah.
What a name, Mr. McGorium.
Yeah. He also has a
Really?
Wonder Emporium.
One of a kind.
A what?
He also has a Wonder Emporium.
I don't.
A Wonder Emporium.
None
All
of you watched
your
that movie.
wonders.
None of you watched that
No, I
movie.
don't know what that is. I'm sorry.
You know me. I've watched like no movies.
I would expect someone here to have watched Mr. McGorium's Wonder Emporium.
I've never
If I
even
did,
heard
I
of it.
didn't remember.
I don't.
But yeah. Yeah, you guys walk into Mr. McGorium's. It's very over the top. It's like you see different decanters bubbling and like the fluid circling overhead in like glass tubes.
How impressed am I by this?
It seemed like it's a very entertaining place to be, but it seems very over the top and unnecessary.
Hmm.
Behold, my elixirs.
This seems to be something more of like flashy for people who
Yeah.
don't know.
Since I have proficiency in medicine and all that, would I know if this is specifically over the top or actually reasonable in any way?
You think it's over the top, but it doesn't seem like it's done. Like everything here is functional.
All right.
Everything here is functional to the process of making different. Like,
It's over the
professional
top in the fact, in like the sense that they take pride in what they're doing.
Yeah.
So this is flashy, as in they're showing off their goods.
More or less. Seems like it.
Kinda, and also to make it entertaining. You do see a lot of elixirs aimed for like children's ailments, like certain like nice tasting stomach medicine or things like that. The vibe you generally get is that medicine can be scary, so he wanted to make it fun.
Oh hell yeah, this is like a
He's a good
family
guy.
man. Yeah, I like him already.
So I'm assuming you guys walk up to the counter, or do you want to like look around at the different goods?
I'll look.
Looking around for first is nice, yeah.
Yeah.
But you see different like gummies marked off for like different things. Like there's different gummies for like different ailments for children, like cold medicine that's in gummy form. You see different like bottles of potions for like gout relief and stuff like that. No, just a bunch of different medicines and like aimed for like universal appeal, like to make it not be this disgusting like little liquid that you have to choke down. But yeah, like if you can think of something, it's probably there in a fun way.
Hmm.
Are you looking for, other than healing potions, are you looking for anything specific?
There is two I would look out for. Potion of Watchful Rest, which is just during a long rest you don't need to sleep and you still get it just fine, and Potion of Growth, which is just increase your size by 1 stage for a d4 hours.
Let's see.
The Watchful Rest is a common potion, like the most basic
Yeah,
healing
I
potion.
just
the
wanted to
others
look
have
it
none.
up to get like pricing and everything.
Yeah,
Yeah, fair.
I'm just making sure you know the rarity to help you find it.
Honestly, I want to go through and like make a bunch of potions at some point because I like the. I was working on it and I kind of forgot about that. Like making a potion system and stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, you know, you don't really see any potions like out and about. It looks like a lot of them are kept behind the counter.
Fair.
You know,
As they should be.
because we don't.
At
we
least
don't
not the
want-
actual mega magic ones.
Yeah, because you know you don't want a kid stealing a potion of fire resistance and then standing in a fire and then it wears off and then he burns alive.
Or stealing a potion of Dragon's Breath.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Funnily enough, you find candies that have that, but in a much weaker form.
Oh, it's more like sparks from your mouth. Cool
Yeah.
stuff. It's
It's gag stuff.
Little fun little tricks.
Yeah, it's candy that tastes good and has a fun little trick with it.
Oh hell yeah, that sounds dope as fuck. Honestly, it seems like this place would be frequented. Do we see like kids just looking at places?
There's little kids in like the candy section, like counting their little copper pieces and like trying to figure out what candy to buy. You see like some some mothers with their mothers and fathers with their children in the medicine section, with the kid like not looking great, so they're like trying to figure out what medicine would work best. You see like this old man like looking over the gout medicine.
Oh god, the gout's acting up again.
It seems like a pretty lively place. It seems like, you know, this is kind of a place of, you know, a pillar of the community.
Hell yeah.
It's a lot more busy than Dave's.
Damn.
Of course it is. It's a local place.
Yeah. Also, just by looking around, you can tell that the prices are a lot cheaper too.
Mm.
Makes sense.
I mean, to be fair,
to put this into context, Dave's is the bougie place.
That makes sense.
I mean, to be
what
fair,
kind of
like,
job
local
is that?
places don't necessarily have to be bougie, because, like, the only reason usually why stuff like Walmart or whatever chokes out, local places is because they make it cheap as fuck, to, like, you know, undercut the market, and then once that place is out of business and stuff, they go back to whatever regular prices to make up for, like, the loss in profits from that one store.
Capitalism, my favorite.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Anyways, back
seems
to our
like-
escape from said reality.
Yeah.
Dave seems to be a sort of
Yay.
brand that's built on you're rich, you're expensive, we have the best for the money, even though it's
It's
not.
mediocre.
But yeah, you approach the counter, no one's there, but there is a little bell that says "Ring me."
I'm gonna ring the bell.
Nothing can go wrong.
And when you ring the bell, a big puff of smoke and sparks come out, and it's like, "Hello, I'm Mr. Megorian. How can I help you
You're a
today?"
character. Hello.
And he has like this bright red suit with a purple tie, and like he's a fuck, what's it called? Hang on, I gotta look this up because I forgot what I made him. I say made him, but you know I came up with him like maybe 3 minutes ago.
You just made him up and immediately forgot what he was.
Yes.
Shame on
That's
you,
a mood,
sir.
honestly.
Yeah, fair.
I've made up names on the
Completely
spot
understandable.
before and just...
You have to understand that all these sessions are like 99%
Made up on the
improv.
spot? Yeah.
It's this mink, and he has like
Little guy.
like hair that's just sticking out in like all sorts of different crazy directions. It's like stark white. It's like, how may I help you today?
Well, we're mainly wanting to get healing potions and just in general check out what you got.
Oh, okay. Let me get that going for you. And he like takes a bunch of different herbs and like mosses and different chemicals and like puts them into different repositories and starts pulling levers, and you see like the different stuff like boil down and go into all sorts of different directions across the store into like these different loops and heating elements.
I have no idea what's going on and I'm watching this fascinated.
Also, he has not told us the price for those healing potions he's making.
It's
Are you
probably
are
just
you
a
mentioning that or
No, I won't mention it, but at the same time, he's gonna come out, it's gonna be like 500.
show. It's just a show.
I am watching
I-
fascinated. Look,
Oh,
It's not like
you-
he's gonna be wasting it.
So these will be, so that will be about. And he looks at his like he rolls up his sleeves and he has like 27 different watches on his wrist. That'll be about carry the 2 minus the 3. That'll be like 3 minutes before it's ready. What else are you interested in today?
I look towards the group.
There's a few I'm interested in, but we do need to keep an eye on price because we are not rich.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, the health potion will be probably about about 30 gold.
You can afford that.
Yeah.
I've got 15 to my name, so.
It's fine. I have 19 pooled together. We're good.
Make a medicine check, Kenshi.
If it's about the price on that, like.
No, it's
From
about
earlier,
what he
okay.
put into it.
Oh, okay. See if I know. Okay. Okay, I'm doing good on medicine related stuff.
You took a look at some of the stuff he put in. You saw that it was, it's not like super high quality, but it's definitely not average. It's like higher than average material. So you feel like it's a good price.
Yeah, especially for 30 with what I knew earlier.
Felix, are you still watching it?
Yes.
You see like 3 of them come together and like it turns into like a bright flash of orange.
Ooh.
And then it starts going in like this sort of corkscrew pattern across the roof.
Whoa. I am enamored. I'm just like, you can even hear me like, ooh, like a little bit under my breath as I'm just like watching it. You know, like, when dogs are just like watching stuff enamored, like through a window or
Yeah.
something? Yeah, that is what Felix is doing actively.
So you said you were interested in other potions. What can I help you with?
A potion of growth, full body, all that, and I'm not one of those people.
Ooh, I unfortunately I don't have the materials for that at the moment. Unfortunately,
That's fair.
if you can give me a day, I should be able to get the supplies then. But
We're leaving here soon enough. What about watchful rest or an equivalent, to stay up if need be without risk of tiredness?
ooh, that takes a while, so I can't put it in the machine. But and he reaches and he like pulls the lever and you see like a trapdoor open underneath him and he falls down.
What? Huh?
And then like about 30 seconds goes by and you see like the platform like slowly raise him up. He's like, here we go. This will be a 25 gold pieces.
No, we would have to pull our gold together for those too, but having one of these to keep someone off in an extreme emergency would always be nice.
Mm-hmm. Especially considering things can get a bit difficult out and about.
Whoop, that's my cue. And he like picks up like a little potion bottle and he's like standing there like kind of trying to line it up with this like spout in the ceiling, and you see like towards it like all the tubes that hold components together like mesh into one. flash of red comes out, and then it spills directly into the like perfectly into the potion bottle.
Oh,
And he
hell
like
yeah.
puts a little cork in it, and he brings it up and places it on the counter.
How much does each of us have to put towards this?
I have 19 gold.
I got 15.
How much do I have?
So the price tag right now is
I got 20.
55.
55 gold. Yes.
I got 20. And there's 4 of us, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I can get whatever the remainder is probably.
Here, let me see.
55 divided by 4. Say, like, if it were 60, that would be roughly, like, 15 apiece.
That's 13 and 3/4 each, so just over 14. Or just under 14.
So we're gonna be, okay, so...
And it's just for the 2 potions, right?
26,
Mm.
52, and then 3 gold. The split could be 30 silver. 30 silver, 15. Then it would basically be 8. Right? Yeah, 8 and 7. So we could
We could all
do.
just.
Huh?
Oh, sorry. I was just gonna say we could all do 14 each and leave a little bit of tip in the end.
Hmm. Me? That would leave
Everyone
me
else fine with
with
that?
6 gold.
Yep. Remind me, how much do I gotta take away here? 14 gold?
Yeah.
Cool, so that leaves me with 5. I'm good with that.
So you guys are pulling your money together to buy all this.
Yes.
Mhm.
And he like juggles the 2 potions around after he takes your money. He juggles them around, and he looks like he's gonna drop one, and then he pulls up, and then he like kicks up a bag and catches it with the bag, and then grabs the handle of the bag, and then gently
Ooh.
puts the other one in,
Still just
and
absolutely enamored by
and
all
put
of the showmanship.
and starts packing like little like old newspapers to like
Felix
kinda...
would lose their goddamn mind at a circus.
Well, you see, that's not necessarily magic. It is just kind of tricks and stuff, so
have
it's not
magic.
as like, it depends on the circus. Some of them are purely skills and stuff. So, like, some of it, yes. But if it's just like, oh, I don't know, like jumping around, it depends on the skill.
And he's like packing the newspaper in, and he's making sure like it's decent enough space so that way the glasses don't break on you guys. And he hands you the little paper bag. Says, "Thank you for And he stops and looks like he's choking on something.
You good?
And he like coughs up like 3 gold pieces and hands them to Felix.
The
Huh?
fuck?
Why was I handed 3 gold?
Oh, I like the fact that you enjoyed the show. So. Yeah.
Oh.
I love this man.
A little bit of a discount.
Thank you.
We tried giving you a tip, but you know.
Soup just
Hell
points
yeah.
his fingers at it, makes the coins sparkle more.
Felix is like, ooh, shiny. And
I'll
also,
give him a little bow and say thank you, sir.
You're welcome, and make sure to come back next time you're in town.
definitely.
Yes.
All right.
Felix looking over all of the different tubes and stuff, just like, ooh.
Yeah, like it seems like every single time you turn around, it's like new fluids moving through the tubes, or like different gases moving through as well.
I am so enamored by every little thing happening. And I'm trying to like focus, and like head on out, but then I just keep like, ooh, what's this?
Oh, a new thing.
You guys have 45 minutes still. I'm just saying.
Is there anything we would like to do? And so who's carrying which potions, since these are important to keep safe?
So you're opening the bag to hand out the potions.
Sure.
When you open it up, you see 4 individually wrapped candies in there.
Beautiful.
All right, I'll toss out the candies and wait for a response
you're
on
throwing
who
out
gets the potion.
You're throwing out the candies?
No, I'm tossing the candies one to each person. I said
Okay.
pass out.
I heard toss out.
Well, toss out as in pass out, like
Oh, okay.
tossing them one to each person.
Alright. Is anyone eating the candy?
I'll eat mine.
Okay.
Hell
I'll
yeah.
save mine.
Rosa, roll a d4.
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
also eating one. So D4?
Okay. Yep.
That's a 2.
I got a 3.
Rosa, you get you eat yours, and there's like this sort of weird feeling in your mouth.
Oh.
Oh
You
no.
open your mouth.
Huh?
Is this like Willy Wonka-esque fucking candy?
You open your mouth.
I open my mouth, yes.
Little sparks kind of shoot out of your mouth into like these little purple displays of lightning.
Oh,
Ooh.
pretty.
All right. What was that shop's name again, real quick? Sorry.
Mr. McGorium's Health Emporium. Corvus.
Yeah?
I'm sorry, Felix. You get a very, very chilled feeling in your mouth.
Oh, she's cold.
And you know, you start to breathe in and out to kind of warm up your mouth a bit, and when you breathe out, all the coldness escapes, and there's like a little like these, you know, decently big snowflakes start falling down,
Oh.
like falling out and from your mouth when you blow out, and like these little swirls of like, you know, cold air.
Hold on. I'm gonna do a little self. I'm immediately gonna try to catch one of them.
It stays in your hand for a second, but it does melt pretty. It melts relatively quickly.
I'm still like gonna be trying to catch these snowflakes as they come out of my mouth.
It's not a persistent thing. It's like you breathe out and like a good burst of them come out.
Yeah.
Can I use prestidigitation to make some mock ones that would last longer?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Are you like just having it in the group of them, or?
No, they just kind of appear in the group, so some of them would last up to an hour in theory.
Oh wait, Fire! You can just straight up keep them chilled with prestidigitation.
Oh yeah, I could just keep it cold for a very long time. You're right.
Okay.
Oh hell yeah!
Yeah, if you want to do that, that's perfectly fine.
Okay.
All right, I'm keeping that Megorium candy to make someone's day later.
Yeah, I'm keeping mine as well. Soup can do those magical fanatics without the candy.
Just so that way we can keep track of it. Both of you, actually,
I wrote Megorium candy.
I called it Magic Man candy.
odds or evens, Kenshi?
Evens.
Okay. Right on yours, you have fireworks, and just so that way we remember, you have the fireworks candy, and Fiery, you have the fire candy.
All right. And there's still the matter of who is keeping the potion safe. If we want to have them split up around one person.
I mean, technically, Soup could use cans to make reinforcers to make sure they don't shatter. Would that be a bad idea?
Do we want to hand
No.
them off to Soup?
No, I'm saying I could
trust
reinforce
Soup.
them and then give them back out just so they don't.
You can just. I'm okay. To be fair, what I'm also trying to hand these out is my character specifically with all the stuff I have, I just have a massive hoarder's backpack of random equipment.
Fair enough.
Funny.
It would take me a good minute to list off all the stuff I have.
I'll at least hold on to the health potion, at least.
Fair. I'm also carrying 200 pounds of equipment. For
Fun.
reference. About half of that is just in the fancy hunting traps, but you know.
So
For some reason, they weigh 25 pounds each.
Sheesh.
what do you guys want to do with the rest of your day?
I mean, we don't have that much longer.
Might as well
you,
just go
you
over
guys
and
have
wait.
you guys have 45 minutes at this point.
Might as well just go over and wait at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, let's go
by
over there
the-
and scope out the area.
Who wants the big potion or whatever the fuck it was called?
There's a potion of restful watch and a healing potion. Just write those in your inventory, Fiery.
Okay, sounds good.
So you guys are just gonna head over to Bay 3 and just chill out.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep an eye out, kind of see the kind of people that are in the area.
Mm-hmm.
Can I see if there are any additional cans on the ground on the way back?
Sure, make a perception check.
Can I do? Didn't last time I got to do survival?
It's foraging.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
you're right.
Yeah, foraging. So I got to do survival.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yay. $19.
You find 6 cans.
Perfect. Okay, in the time we're waiting, can I make... Is there a risk of the potions breaking if I'm hit or something like that? If I do
I'll
something
say
stupid?
no. It's pretty sturdy glass.
Okay, then we're fine. I just have
Like
my...
it would have to be hit with something pretty powerful, pretty hard in order to break.
And
Okay.
specifically, like, dangerous to them, probably.
Yeah, then we're fine.
So, eventually, you see a older turtle, walk towards you guys along with a, bullfrog who's very heavily armored and a what are they called? Aioli.
Aioli?
Is that how they're pronounced? Like, hang on, I gotta look it up. See how they're pronounced. Anol.
I think I know what you're talking about.
Sounds
It's like
familiar.
it's a little like
Oh,
green.
yeah, an Anolis.
Yeah, these little Anolis.
With the
that,
weird, like, they pop out their, like, neck or whatever.
Yeah. He's very short.
What a little guy.
He's like probably like 1.5 feet tall. So, the old turtle walks up and says, "Are you our protection detail?"
Yes,
Okay.
Believe so.
Hello.
it
have
would
2
seem
rules.
so.
Don't steal. Don't make me come up with new rules.
That's
Fair
fair.
enough.
Can you follow those?
Yeah.
I'm offended that you'd have to ask me such a simple question.
All right. So, yeah. My name's Tim. I've been with the caravan for about 80 years.
Oh, right, turtle. I'm so confused for
He-
a second.
He points over to Anolis. That is. Nup.
Nope.
Nup.
He's
Nope.
the second newest member. Say what was the Anolis, the turtle, and the bullfrog. bullfrog. And that over there is the Kaisi. Hang on. I don't think I'm pronouncing this right. Sexy? No.
So sexy.
It's Saksei. How the fuck you pronounce that?
One more time.
Saksei.
Saksei. Soxy?
We'll say Saxy, yeah. So, yeah, that's you're gonna be camping for the next day and a half.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna be mainly transporting some herbs, some moss, and some seeds. Well, nothing too valuable, but
Better
bandits
safe
on
than
the road
sorry.
may not know that.
Yeah. And people have been robbed for less, so.
So, if you have any questions about our route or
No,
anything
everything's been
like
pretty
that,
straightforward.
Yeah.
all right. Well,
We
and
should get going. There is a good chance of
he-
drizzling later.
he walks over to one of the kennels and like brings out this giant beetle and leads him out on a lead and like hooks him up to the carriage. You should get rolling. Rather get there
Mhm.
early than late.
Yep.
Yep. And like I just
Yeah.
said, good chance of some sort of rain, not too much later.
And he climbs up into the carriage. So does the anole, and so does the bullfrog. You see that on the inside, there's like little benches that face the rear of the caravan.
I'll take the rear then. Like, take a seat
Yeah,
whenever.
there's enough seats for all of you there.
Right. I'm gonna basically prep my, I think it's a crossbow, and just have it ready as we. Yeah, I have a light crossbow. Have it at the ready.
So you guys will now leave Elderwood and just slowly make your way over the
We're
Toadstool Crossroads.
free.
I'll also hold out a longbow.
And the ride from Elderwood to Toadstool is relatively uneventful.
Okay.
You hear the occasional howl in the woods from the local wolf tribes. Felix, how do you react to that?
I'm immediately gonna be more alert and keeping an eye out. You can immediately see me tense up and be like, wolves.
The bullfrog kind of notices this and turns around and is like, "It's all right. They don't attack our shipments. Well, they don't attack any shipments really, unless it belongs to the rodent."
Huh. So
That's fair.
the wolves in this area only attack the rodents.
Yeah, I wouldn't say only.
But
They're well, if they see you as a threat, they'll attack you. Don't get me wrong. It's just that the rodents attack them more often.
Okay.
Before the
want the
rodents
rodents
started
attack.
attacking them, they mainly just went to war with each other.
So they're just at each other's throats for the most part, then.
They haven't been for the last, I don't know, 200 years. Ever since the outpost was made, they've been trying to wipe out the Connie, so... obviously they kind of united under that.
Better than the... what's the tribe that was in the area that I had to constantly...
The Shadow Pelt.
Better than the Shadow Pelts. Then, huh.
Well, the Shadow Pelts also trade with Wildcrest. I know you guys, that Canis had a spat with the Shadow Pelts over some sort of, like, caravan dispute or something. or some like people like hunting on their lands. I don't know the full story.
A spat, I guess, is a way to put it. It's just like I am clearly like still surveying the forest as we're going. Like I am not looking at the guy as we're talking. I'm very much keeping an eye out still.
And hey, you don't really see much else. You may think you catch the glimpse of deer in the distance, like far off in the distance, but nothing seems to really come near or after you. You do see the occasional giant fly overhead. You do see the occasional giant butterfly fly by.
Pretty.
But nothing really, nothing that's a threat.
Right.
And about you sit there. I'm assuming you shoot the shit with the your traveling companions, and
I'll keep more to myself unless someone specifically engages with me, because with the whole hearing wolves howling, I'm going to be on edge.
There, darling. You're okay. We'll just turn them into ashes if they show up. Lightning dances off my skin lightly.
Well, I'll tell you this much. If they show up, it's best not to brandish weapons.
Unless they have them brandished and are actively running towards us.
No, darling. You hired us as security. Let us worry about those silly little wolves.
The Connie, well, they don't really see sport in killing unarmed opponents. They don't see it as honorable. So
Do they count claws in that?
yeah, depending on how big and sharp they are.
Mine can be quite sharp.
They probably give you a wide berth, and if you try something, then yeah.
Fair.
If you like it, I'll say this: if you die, you like to be buried. Don't fight the Connie, because they eat you.
Oh, also, Jaster, real quick. I'm not sure if it was intentional or not, and I forget which language it is. But basically, Connie Nation translates to Fish Nation, and I forget which language that is, but it's fish.
This one in Maori translates to just wood, like forest.
But yeah, there is a language
nation.
where Connie would mean fish, so in one language it would be Fish Nation.
Fish.
Behold, the fish.
The fish peoples. Like, Felix in general is going to be he's alert, but he's not going to be outwardly aggressive. He's just I'm just gonna be like, I'm not gonna try to pick a fight with them or anything. It's just, with my personal experience, I don't necessarily trust wolves.
Fair.
And so that's just the main thing.
I mean, yeah, I can understand it. It's,
I don't know how the tales of what they've done, how far that spreads. But
I knew it was bad. They did a lot of stuff they, did to each other before they became a bit more civilized and united. But, I mean, I'm not going to tell you what happened there, but from what we've heard down here, it's mainly a problem with, a problem with a certain group of, adventurers / hunters / traders that went bad, and then it kind of blew up from there.
Hey Jaster, what do I know about the fight aside from, the shit that I've witnessed?
About the start of it, or
Like in general, about the do I know how it started?
you know that the big kickoff point was when a group of like traders went down there and then didn't come back and were found pretty much basically just torn to pieces.
Mm. And
But
how much am
you
I
don't
at
have much more you don't
context?
have much more context than that.
How much am I at liberty to talk about?
That's up to you. It's not like you weren't like any sort of special forces. You were just a soldier who was there.
Even a
fighting.
regular soldier will know details that they can't just tell the public.
Nothing that you've been told you can't say.
Yeah.
Like it's not like you went into a tribe and then just murdered a bunch of infants.
It was mainly self-defense or telling them to fuck off, as far as
Yeah.
Yeah. It's like then I'll be a bit more vague of I mean, from what I know, we had a group of traders that apparently went into their territory and we found them torn to shreds.
From what the Shadow Pelts told us is that they started it apparently. Something about them not liking a price that the traders were offering, and then an argument happened, and one Shadow Pelt was killed, and then everyone else kind of descended on him.
It doesn't exactly, what kind of horrific stuff has happened again?
While you guys were at war, it's like a lot of guerrilla warfare. There was the occasional scalping. Like it wasn't a super frequent thing, but it happened often enough that you knew it was a thing that happened.
Yeah, it's just like
it was a lot of people getting shot in the throat with like arrows, and you don't know where it came from, and you never saw anyone.
yeah.
Damn.
It was like one guy would come up, shoot somebody in the throat, and fuck off.
My favorite guerrilla warfare.
I'll be like, they've done quite some awful things in retaliation for.
Oh, with what I've seen the Connie do, I don't doubt it.
No. So yeah,
But
no, I
but
don't trust wolves.
Did they eat people?
Did they?
No.
I mean, they didn't eat anyone.
Well, I'd still rather fight the Shadow Pelts than the Connie, because at least then there would be a body to go home. Like, here's what I've heard about Rodentia. Whenever like soldiers get retired or too injured or get too old to fight, they just send them into the woods for the Connie, and their corpses are never sent back.
I mean, we recently came out of Rodentia, saw a party of old rodents, and we did later see their corpses torn to shreds and half-eaten.
Yeah, that was probably the Connie. If not an eye. God, I hope we don't run into an eye. And I'm assuming you guys keep on similar paths of conversation, and about 6 hours later, you guys see Toadstool Crossing. It's a lot of fungal buildings that are extremely tall, a lot of apartment blocks, there's a lot of fields and a lot of fisheries on the coastline. From what you can see, it's like these big giant factories that like looks like they pull in a lot of fish and then put out a lot of fish. And you go in and you see a lot of different trades being done. You see mainly, like, it seems like it's majority like foodstuffs being produced here.
Oh yeah.
While Elderwood did produce its own foodstuffs, it seemed like it was mainly geared around bakeries, herbalist shops, things of that nature.
Hmm.
This one seems to be more of a farming town and a fishery.
Right.
So you guys enter in here and you guys have basically been sitting for 12 hours, so your legs are a little bit tense.
Alright, so we're here at Toadstool Crossing, and this is the place that they were aiming to go, or?
This is one of 2 stops you're making.
Okay.
We're going down to Boggerberg next, and that's where the contract ends.
Okay. Just didn't remember the specifics.
And Tim comes over. He's like, "All right, they're gonna unload the stuff and then load the fish and everything on. Do you want to have lunch now or do you want to have lunch tonight?"
We had a hefty breakfast, so probably tonight.
Alright. Don't need a complaint from me. Rather end the meal with something nice, end the day with something nice rather than have something nice and then have to keep going.
Yeah.
But it's gonna take them like a half hour. So if you want to look around, maybe brain the lizard, as it were. And kind of looks offended.
Fair.
Did you say ring the lizard?
No, drain it.
Oh.
Like, going to take a piss.
Or take a look around town. There's not much here, but it's something.
Yeah. Well, we can see if there's any like local stuff to check out.
Alright, and okay. So, is there anything specific you're looking for if you're wandering around town, or do you just want to hang around, Cart?
Since there's like half an hour, that doesn't give me too far out to go, but like 10 minutes into the woods and back just to do some quick foraging, even though the picnics aren't going to be as good as some
in the
places.
center of around the center of town. It would probably take you 10 minutes just to get to the forest, and then
That leaves me 10 minutes to go in and 10 minutes
Okay.
out, even if I'm slightly like late. Like it's not they're going to be waiting for me for like a long time.
So where would you like to go? No, I'm
Uh,
sorry. What would you like to look for?
Just more foraging like just foraging in general for stuff.
Is there anything specifically you're looking for, like components for something you're looking for, or are you just looking for like different herbs?
There's nothing in particular I need because later I'm gonna say like along as we're just sitting about, I'm gonna be like setting up that meat to salt cure what's left of it. So, just herbs, probably like medicine herbs.
Okay, make me a survival roll.
Okay. 23.
Okay, you actually find some pretty decent stuff. You see some stuff that's really good for like joint pains, like this. It's like a yarrow like plant.
I can
You
just
find
look up a few random medicine herbs if you want.
Yeah. There's a moss there that's like really good. If somebody gets burned, you can like soak it in water and like apply it to the burn, and it helps it heal. No, things like that. Yeah. So I'll let you grab like 5, like half pound of 5 herbs.
Okay.
Because you got a 23. I can't really argue with a 23. What's everyone else doing?
I'll just take a look around. Is there anything that would seem interesting?
There's a couple like little like toy stores. There's some like general stores. Um, there's like a antique couple antique stores as well. This is basically your middle of nowhere mom and pop Farmville.
Hmm.
Like there's not like a big mega store that has all these little things. It's like very much like mom and pop shops that have like things you need, not things you want.
I mean, you mentioned that there's like a little thrift store, so I'll
Yeah.
look in there.
Yeah, but this is like it's like one of those thrift antique stores that has like a lot of furniture, like some cool old stuff, but nothing that really, nothing that you might find useful, but maybe something you'd find interesting.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, do you want to just like keep looking around, or do you want to pop into some place, or?
I'm just looking around.
If you think of anything, I'll say at this point you've looked around for like 10 minutes, so I'm gonna pop to Fiery, and then if you can think of anything, just let me know, and then we'll go from there.
Alright.
I guess I'll just look for a few more cans.
You just want to look for cans?
Yep.
Okay. Make a survival check.
Okay.
Yeah, it is cans. You find another 5 cans.
Yes. My next question: do any of them have money in them?
What?
Roll a d20. In one you find a singular gold piece.
Oh, hell yeah.
Very nice. And that'll be my time, and then I'll go back.
Okay. Rosa.
Yes.
What would you like to do with your 30 minutes?
I'm going to sit in prayer to my good lord, Gillian Tidestrider. Wait, it's Phineas. Where'd I get Gillian from? I should have gone with Gillian. That'd be a fucking good name for him too. Fuck.
Damn.
Yeah, whatever. Next time.
Just dissing your god like that.
No, I'm dissing my own character like that. I'm allowed to do that as his god. Anyway. Phineas. Yeah, I'm just gonna sit in prayer to Phineas.
The fuck is
And Corvus, while you're meandering around, is there any like shops you can think of that you might want to pop into?
Is there like maybe like a military surplus or something?
Roll a. What would be a good roll? To see if you can find one. What would be like navigating a city? Because I don't think it would be survival.
Just kind of like perception or investigation?
I would say, yeah, perception.
Perception? Dirty 20.
Okay. Yeah, you're able to find one. It's called Big Hank's military surplus.
Oh, alright. And I'm just kind of gonna see, is there anything that, like, first and foremost, I'm gonna get the vibes. Is this, like, a respectful military surplus, or one of those scummy places that don't even, like, remove the names off of uniforms and shit?
It seems to be a pretty well-respected, establishment. Like, a majority of them have the name tags turned off, but when you peek into the back, it seems like some of them still have it on, and it's more of a thing of they haven't gotten to taking them off yet. Like, do you see one person taking off, like, in like the back, like, you see them in the back room, the ones with the names on them. You see like somebody like respectfully removing their names and like putting them in a neat little pile.
And they're not, like, selling medals and stuff like that?
No.
Alright.
Like there's some on display, but it doesn't look like they're for sale.
Alright, cool. It's like I just like walk in, kind of gauge the vibe, and I'm like, oh hell yeah, tails wags a little bit. Fuck yeah, chill, cool military place.
It's mainly like, military stuff of this local area. It doesn't seem like there's anything from your country.
I mean, it's still nice to check out.
And a lot of the stuff you have been briefed on during your military career, like you guys, like Kenneth isn't super friendly to the Marsh Song, but they're not outright hostile.
They're just cautionary of them.
Yeah.
Hang on, let me double check.
It seems like a lot of the philosophical ideologies get in the way of staying completely neutral. It seems like the aristocracy of Kenneth doesn't really get along with the Elder Council of the Marsh Song on a philosophical level.
Who popped in? Oh, the dog.
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
I didn't miss anything, did I?
You're not part of this session?
What?
I mean, you could be
It's-
next session, but
This is Jaster's.
Oh, this is Jaster's.
Why do you think I didn't pester you about it?
I was so confused about that. I was like, wait,
It's
what?
every other week. You know this. What?
You mentioned something about a campaign. I got confused. I'm sorry.
Huh?
but yeah.
Anyways, I wish you all the D20 rolls. Except you, Jaster. I hope you roll shit.
Damn.
Jaster's the DM.
Yeah,
That's
but
why-
like we're currently just doing like personnel. Like, oh hey, look at this. Anyways, is there like a what I'm more probably gonna be is just like, is there a really neat looking knife?
It seems like there's one like seems like sort of handcrafted, like in this sort of style to be Marsh Song. It's very natural, flowing.
Mm.
You know that the Marsh Song has a deep connection to nature, almost druidic-like connection to nature. So it kind of follows like natural shapes, and it's not as like clear cut as say your knives would be, but it can still do the job.
It's just like, I feel like Felix would be someone who's like, oh, you know what, this is a really neat look knife. To try to compare like which one would be better, and then keep like the better knife as the main knife that he would have on hand, sort of thing. It could be just something as simple as like, oh, you would use it to like gut a fish or something.
Yeah.
Oh.
So you're looking for a work knife.
Yeah, basically.
Now that's a knife.
Yeah, do I
Okay,
find
that-
something like that?
Yeah, you find like it's like
Go ahead and take
it's more of a survival knife than it is anything else.
Oh yeah. That's basically what I'm looking for.
Yeah, it's gonna cost you like 2 gold pieces for it.
Mhm.
But yeah, it's kind of like it's very long and arced, kind of. Well, not like super long, but it's kind of arced and kind of like the blade shape isn't like totally coherent, but it seems like it would still be effective.
All right. I'll like bring up to the shop and be like, "Ah, this knife seems it's really nice looking. Do you happen to know anything about it?
That was actually made in town. It's not a military issue. But yeah, good old Raider. Tech made it. He's about like 4 blocks down.
Oh.
He carries some of his stuff.
Oh, gotcha. God damn my fucking headphones. Oh, cool. That is actually a pretty good idea to, in the military surplus, also sell like general goods for being out and about. How much would this be?
That one would be 2 gold.
Okay. That's okay, I'll take it. And you said he's like 4 blocks down?
Yeah, about 4 blocks down.
Right.
past the shroom farm, you can't miss it.
Alright, cool, thank you.
And he takes your gold and
And
he
you said
gives you the
tech?
dagger and the chief. Yeah, TEC.
TEC. I added an H. Okay. I don't know why math I had to do that like thrice. Yeah. But basically I'll probably be going over to check out this tech guy and probably talk knives or something for the remainder of hanging out here.
I'll say that you spent a good 15 minutes in the surplus shop, so you do have about
15 minutes ish.
I'd say around this time you have like 10 minutes.
Yeah. Either way, I'm still gonna be like, oh hey, like just as like a filler of, and then let anybody else do whatever.
Yeah, so you'll run over. It's a relatively young turtle. He's going to work at the forge, and as he's working, you talk to him about blades and stuff. He tells you about how he decides to shape based on he lets he guides the metal, but he doesn't define the metal.
I am absolutely fascinated with the methodology that he talks about and stuff. And I'm like, sharing like, oh yeah, like, I know that like, the dude who worked the forge for my camp or whatever, he would go about it like X, Y, and Z, just like trading stories like that.
Yeah. He very much lets the metal take the shape the metal wants to take shape, and he like kind of refines it a bit, but it's based on what the metal naturally does. And yeah, a good amount of time passes, and you come and you have to start heading back.
Yeah. I'll be like, oh, yep, this is a lovely conversation, but I gotta go, da da da.
Yeah. And around this time, everyone regroups back. Soup has more cans.
I have acquired more cans.
Where
Soup
did...
will have great forging.
Alright.
Does anybody wish for Soup to make them soup weapon?
I think I'm good. Found a pretty neat knife.
I'm good.
I'll just like kind of go to Rosa and start like just nerding out about the stuff that I talked about with tech.
She's just going to sit there, barely understand any of it, and just listen to her.
Just nods along.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty much.
Yes, I know, I understand.
She has a decent idea, but she doesn't really get the technical stuff about it. But yeah, she's just gonna sit there and listen and be happy that you're so excited.
Yeah, I'm like actively like my tail is wagging and stuff. Just like really excited and happy.
The autistic just go bird. But yeah, the caravan finishes loading, and you all are on your way. It's probably about 5-6 o'clock at this time. Anyone who's keeping extra watch, make me a perception check.
I'm gonna say I'm busy, like making sure that fly meat I had left over is getting salt cured with all the salt. It's just stuffed inside the salt.
I guess I'll do a perception then, because funny.
Nat 20.
Oh, I guess mine won't matter, but
It doesn't hurt to have extra eyes.
yeah, still 21.
Okay. Let me roll.
We're doing perception checks?
Yeah.
Okay.
If you're as long as you're
Anyone
not...
paying extra attention?
I mean, like once we get going, I'll be keeping an eye out. That does not necessarily mean I'm keeping a good eye out.
Rosa, you see some wolves in the distance, like just kind of like walking down the trail. Like, it seems like they're looking for something. Maybe they're hunting, but it doesn't seem like they're coming to bother you, or like they know you're there, but they're not really caring.
Okay, I'll keep them in mind and keep them in sight and just.
Yeah. Boop, you noticed this as well.
What am I noticing? Sorry.
Small thing of wolves just on the trail, sort of looking for something.
Not
Seems
in
like
the
they're
trail,
looking for
in the
something.
forest.
Ah, we can see them from the trail.
Yeah. They just, they like look at you, and then just kind of look back and just kind of go about their business.
I'm guessing I'm not seeing them.
Nope, not with the 6.
I will choose to say nothing as to spare the mental breakdown that will happen next to me.
I mean, I'm not gonna have a mental break. It's more of just
I know, but I'm like I'm doing the overreaction saying for funny.
Damn.
And outside of that, you guys don't really notice much for the next 2 hours. And then it's about this time you start approaching the halfway points where you know you'll have to settle down for the night. And probably about 4 hours later, it's about 8 o'clock around there, or whatever time it would be from based on what I said before. And you guys kind of park off to the side, but it's a little camping area, and you guys start setting up, and the bullfrog like starts scouting out the area around, seeing if there's any trouble. The Anoli is starting to make a fire, and the turtle is tending to the giant beetle. What are you guys doing in this time? You also see the Anoli take out this like wrap of like a giant crab-like leg, and this giant pot as well, and starts filling it from a barrel of water and starts preparing that to cook as well.
Mm. I'll get to work making, let's say, chicory tea with some honey in it.
Okay.
To offer to everyone.
Ready? What's everyone else doing?
I guess I'll just wait.
Just keep
Also,
Can I see
it
if there are more cans in the area?
Also, real quick, I'll offer up the rest of the this morning's stew because it's not gonna last tonight or tomorrow much longer. So, or we'll have it in the morning actually.
Remember, I can keep that thing heated forever if we wanted due to.
We can have it heated overnight and then eat it in the morning. I'll say.
Yeah. Remember,
That way we can enjoy the
prestidigitation.
fancy crab.
If you are offering it, though, I will take some.
It'll be there heated for the morning if you want some of it with the crab. I'm not sure how good fly meat and crab would mix, but you know.
It doesn't.
Okay,
You can have it separately at least.
Can I acquire cans or see if I can acquire cans?
Make a survival check. How? Oh, okay, all right. First of all, find 10.
Oh my god.
Soup can.
How deep are you going into the forest?
Let's say at least an eye shot of most people, not really very far in.
Okay, make a perception check.
Where is it?
Everything is fine.
Yeah,
Yeah,
no,
everything's fine. Okay, I go back. And then I check, is there any money in those cans?
No.
Aww.
Soup's backstory is he found a copper coin in a can once in the past, so now he only looks for fucking cans to get coins.
No, so I will use the soup cans to forge soon.
What are you gonna make?
I mean, I could make throwing weapons with them. That's why I was hoping to do with them, because I actually don't have anything I can throw yet.
Fair enough, I guess.
Eventually, about 40 minutes later, everything, finishes cooking and everyone starts sitting down to eat. You all kind of talk about random things. Does anyone want to talk about anything in specific, or?
No, Rosa's just keeping an eye out on the surroundings.
Does anyone want to talk about anything, or?
I'll just be having like a bowl of soup as I keep an eye out. Or stew, whatever the fly meat stuff.
Alright. Both of you make a perception check.
Perception. Damn. I mean, it's not bad.
Who's the other person who wanted to roll perception?
I can.
Are you taking a look at?
Yeah, I'm taking a look out.
Okay.
Dang.
10? Not great.
So Felix,
Hmm.
you think you see something moving in the tree line?
I will have my crossbow at the ready and watch what I am seeing move.
Okay.
And I'll like let those that are like up and about know it's like I've seen something move.
One moment, I have to check something.
Hmm.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Hmm.
Second.
One second.
So yeah, so everyone sees Rosa, not Rosa, Felix, like, kind of stand to alert with a weapon ready.
And I'll mention it's like, hey, I see something in the boat, like in the tree line.
I'll stand up and perk up, setting my stuff aside for now, like food wise.
And you hear from the forest, is that fucking soup?
Huh?
Hello?
And you see like 8 people like walk out of the forest. They very much look like bandits. And Soup, you recognize them.
Oh my god, hello, friends! Hello! I run up and give one of them a hug.
Oh
You
yeah,
didn't say good
touching
recognize,
me.
so
Oh, okay.
These
yeah.
are my friends. I met them in the forest.
Yeah.
Huh? Alright.
How's it going, Soup?
It's going good. How are you?
I mean, what are you doing here?
Oh, we're just doing some work. We're doing caravan thingies.
I oh, so you're with them?
Yeah, they're my
oh,
friends too now.
okay.
Why, is that a problem?
No, it's
I'll just kind
Yeah,
of be like having my. I still have my crossbow at the ready.
This is yeah. We were we were passing through. We don't like taking the trail because there's crazy bandits out there. So then we recognize Soup, and we're buddies. You see, and he like awkwardly like pats Soup on the back on the back. Yeah, we're good buddies.
Soup is just evidently looking happy, completely oblivious to what anything could actually happen.
I am like giving them a bit of a side eye, but I'm like, okay. Like, I am not relaxing is basically what I'm doing.
So we just we wanted to say hi, and yeah, but we gotta keep going though, cause we got a guy we gotta meet. Yeah, so it was nice seeing you, Soup. But we gotta head out. Stay safe. I mean,
Okay, bye, friends. Did you find
bye.
me any more soup cans on your travels?
And he like searches his pocket and hands you one.
Is it full of soup or empty?
It's empty.
Thank you.
Yeah. Stay safe. And they start to like awkwardly like shuffle back into the forest.
Yeah, keeping an eye out on them for.
Yeah.
Soup definitely has interesting company sometimes, apparently.
And I'm still like, keeping an eye out and just like,
Soup just goes back down to his spot and sits back down and thinks absolutely nothing out of the ordinary just happened. Like, he is oblivious that anyone thought that it could be in any way, shape, or form odd.
Yeah. Oh. So there was an encounter there.
Or was, but they were friends of Soup.
Yes.
Good for Soup.
He just saw Soup as a little fucking special needs kid, and he's like, "Oh, we can't do anything bad to like Soup and his
God,
friends."
no, we
Yeah,
can't hit the autism child.
Yeah, this is the perks of Soup. I just have a chance to know them and avoid forest encounters because I'm a retard. Everybody that I meet in the forest just thinks I'm a fucking retard, so they take mercy on me.
Bless his soul.
It's just whether they've seen me before or not.
They tried to rob you before, and they're like, "Hey, what do you got?" And you're like, "Oh, I have soup cans." And they're like,
Oh, that collection of soup cans.
Oh, you're just special.
Exactly.
Yeah, we can't rob you.
Fucking funny.
I didn't even realize it was a robbery. I just asked for another can for the collection.
That's how you got your shoulder plate.
Exactly. They gave me the special shoulder plate. One of them.
It was like an industrial size like can of corn that you turned into
tomato
your shoulder
can.
plate. Yeah.
San Marzano's.
So yeah, I mean, if you guys want to keep watch for the rest of the night, it seems like
One thing I will say I want to do with my share of the crab, I want to slide it into a can and then use prestidigitation to heat seal it.
okay. Roll a oh, we forgot to do this before. Roll a I gotta pull up the magic roll again.
It's just a cantrip.
Yeah, but all spells have to do it.
You didn't make me do it to fix that guy's shirt, so cantrip, no.
Wild magic generally doesn't affect cantrips in the normal rules, I'm just saying, Jaster, because it's a bit much.
Because I'm not even rolling to do anything, it's just, it happens.
Because even with magic being new is like your idea for the wild magic, it's like fine to have that, I guess, or just have it like a lesser chance, if anything.
Yeah. Oh yeah, it is a lesser chance. Well, technically, yeah, fine.
You'll also have to have it happen whenever I'm doing Druidcraft. Then
we'll have to like workshop it as we go. So we'll just say for now, cantrips are fine.
Plus,
minor, yeah.
Plus, Jaster did mention he straight up forgot.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I just seal it so I have a can of crab.
Yeah. We'll have to figure out the fine balance between that. But yeah, do you guys want to set up shifts or?
Yeah, I'll take first watch.
So you'll take first watch. Who wants to take
I'll
second?
take second. I'll take second.
I'll be awake as well during second, I guess.
Who's
Hey,
taking
Soup
third?
will be awake for the third.
Okay. So everyone starts to head to bed. First watch. Roll a perception check.
19. Nice.
You don't notice anything. Nothing really happens. You hear, the occasional movement in the forest, but you attribute that to, things that live there.
I mean, I'm still
Far
gonna keep
enough
my
where you,
eye
yeah,
out.
it's far enough away where you don't think it's coming towards you.
Okay. But other than that, we chillin'.
Yeah. And then next watch, go ahead and roll a d20, a perception.
Perception.
Rosa, you too.
Yep.
Damn, those were some good rolls on the other ones.
If only.
Fucking
Is that-
our luck.
So, you guys don't really notice much. The worst you see during your shift is off in the distance. You see another deer. You know the spooky head shake thing where it's just a blur of motion, like in SCP Overlord, that thing. It's just them like just jerking their head a lot.
They're
He is
not
looking
fun
at
stuff,
you
yeah.
while doing that,
Aha.
but eventually just fucks off. Also, I didn't mention it when last time. These things are fucking huge.
Yeah, we kind of gathered that they're giant monolithic creatures.
Yeah.
Large giant or like gargantuan.
These things are like 10, 20 feet tall.
All right, so like
from foot to like antlers.
We're basically
giant
looking.
size, like 3x3 on like grid size for reference. I'm assuming.
I wouldn't say that big, but yeah.
All right, at least tall wise, like they're massive.
Yeah.
It's like looking up at a T-Rex.
And then
All right, so I'll say we're distracted because I want to talk with Rosa for at least a moment.
Okay.
So Rosa, how many adopted children was it you had again?
Well, I have 14 otter babies, and then several other non-otter babies.
Why do you keep so many?
Well, they had nowhere to go, and it is my belief that I should take care of them. They should have a good, proper home, and under the grace of my good Lord Phineas, it is my duty to protect them.
Fair, fair. Very noble.
Take little Felix. And I'm just looking at Felix sleeping, just like slightly twitching, I imagine.
Yeah, I'm like constantly just twitching or something.
Because you're just never relaxed.
Yeah, no. Always on edge.
Ball of stress.
Take my little Felix. I'm just gonna slightly pet you. Like on the back of your head.
Ears like twitch.
Yeah. I found them, well, a few years back now. We were on a job. They were so young then.
I'm still pretty young.
I know. Just I've known you for a while.
Yeah, honestly, I'm sad that I didn't find an adventuring companion. I've been mostly just to myself as I explore the woods or just guiding people. It's not proper companionship.
It's okay. I have found you now. I will take care of you. And I start
Not if I
petting
take
you
care of
too.
you. How would I feel about that?
Pets are nice.
I will not outright stop you, but I don't quite purr.
I mean, that's fair. You know, it's like from like about just behind your ears and then back to the back of your head.
All right. All right, we can leave that there so that things can go on.
Cookie.
No thanks, I'm good.
Very well. Ow.
Alright, finally, fiery. It's time for soup.
It's
Did I?
yeah, I did a perception. You got
Yeah, I
20.
did. 22.
Uh,
Hello.
do. You hear movement coming from down the trail.
Do I see it? Whatever it is.
Yes. There's a lone lantern, being carried, and you can't really make out the figure.
Can I attempt to make it out better?
It's about 400 feet away. And it's closing in. It's coming directly from down the trail.
I'm gonna choose to. Should I wake somebody up for this?
That's up to you.
You're the only one awake.
Fair. I'm gonna wait for it to get a bit closer so I can try and see what it actually is.
Okay. Like 5 minutes later, seems like it's taking its time. You see a old sort of pug riding a beetle, and it just kind of it's riding past you at this point and just kind of nods you and keeps going.
Fair enough. Soup gives a big wave.
It just keeps going. And that's about the most excitement that happens until everyone wakes up.
Very fun.
All right.
Good morning, everybody.
Morning. Guessing nothing of too much excitement happened.
Doesn't seem it.
Alright. Time to stretch. Do a quick gear check. And
I'll be pouring out a bowl of the leftover stew that was heated overnight.
Yeah, I shall have some soup or
swoop.
stew. Soup must consume the soup, so he may grow big and strong. And one of these days, he will get the magic language out of his head.
You must eat the soup to become the greatest soup.
So, you guys eat, load up, get back on the road. Another, 6 hours pass, and you guys make it to Boggerberg, where you guys make it to the docks, and Tim meets with a bunch of otters, pays the otters, and the otters come to the caravan and start loading stuff onto the boat, and then he says, well, better to have you and not need you rather than need you and not have you. So he pays you all 10 gold pieces each.
Hell yeah.
I mean, sure seems like Soup's not quite scared off, but presence got rid of, those less than savory folks.
Yeah.
Won't
Soup
deny
was
that.
extra helpful.
That you were a very special boy.
Yay! I'm special. Soup just looks at them happily for being called special.
In all of its forms and context.
Also, real quick, I don't think I was ever explained why the party icon is a dog with a hat.
Just nobody wanted to volunteer for party
Yeah,
icon.
I just picked something.
Oh, okay.
You gotta understand, all of us don't like to be, like, egotistical or anything, so we're just gonna be like, let somebody else do it. It's not gonna be me who's gonna decide for the entire group. What?
But yeah,
Yep. So Jaster picked Butterdog.
construction
Butter
dog.
dog.
So, with that,
Mm-hmm.
there are options open to you. You're in the new town,
New jobs.
Fogberg, the capital of the Marsh Song.
Oh, it's the capital.
That
There's bound to be some good jobs.
Very neat.
it seems to
For
be
next time.
It,
I gotta sleep.
yeah. I just want to describe Fogberg real quick. It seems to be a
Fair
lot
enough.
more densely packed than Elderwood, but a lot of the same building structures still remain. However,
Makes sense.
it seems like it's more geared towards more animals living. You see that there's some, nest homes in trees. You see that there's some burrows that go on the ground. Some architecture that does kind of remind you of your home, Corvus.
Hmm.
I'm sorry, Felix and Juniper. The docks area seems more geared towards otter living. And next time you guys get to decide you stay here for work or you ride up to Sylvan.
Mm.
And to the stream, we thank you for joining, and remember, sometimes it's an American.
Sometimes I'm in your walls.
What is with you trying to do that now?
Sometimes Soup can detect your unpleasantries through the walls.
But sometimes it's an American, it's a reference to something you guys don't know.
Clearly.
Yeah. It
Anyways.
makes me happy to do it, though.
Alright. Anyways, that'll be the